And the pot calls the kettle black, calls the kettle burnt, calls her mad. Kettle reminds the pot that we both been burned on the same stove, that the parts of our bodies that are layered in soot were scorched by the same hands. Kettle tells pot that she still boils water, holds the hot breath of a white man's tongue, endures the slow simmer of a white woman's allyship, and still we make something beautiful. Pot calls the kettle wicked, and kettle says no, but says she's so magical she burned the hand of the last man who tried to pour himself a piece of her. Says she's so black she is everything, so black she is the beginning. She is the first thing someone finds home in when they wake up in the morning. Says ain't that what it means to be black? To have the world go up in flames around you and still be sanctuary for someone, saving men who lost themselves the night before, saving men who curse our names but forget his mama is made of steel too. And now the pot has no words but calls the kettle bitter, but loves the glass pan, the fine china, loves all the exotic shit white men put behind glass casings, loves how fragile things not made of steel can be. But this isn't about the pot or the pan. This is about the kettle, the black woman, how she pours herself across the earth, but no one bats an eye when the water disappears. We give ourselves to men who never love us, but they say we are difficult, too hard to break. How we, the kettle, praise this pot, this man for all the water he holds. How we are the only ones who do not call him monster when the water boils over, because we know this heat, this white flame, hot enough to make any of us explode. We are the first ones to make noise when the world goes up in flames, but they say the earth was saved by the man who heard her scream. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says yes, but says you best remember you black too. The next time they bring a fire to your neck, they burn black bodies on the stake and the stove. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says bitch I might be, says nuck if you buck, then says wipe me down. Kettle says yes my nigga, I be black, I be mad, and I boiled the last man down to his bones when he tried to test me. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says hell yes, but don't say my name as if you ain't ever been burnt too.
All right, microphone check 1, 2.
That was, pause this for a minute. Yeah, that was Asia Wilkerson. Fine poet, very fine poet. A little dip in the reminder of something Charleston White said. This goes out to all those red pill dudes who love them some Charleston White, but for some reason they love him, but then they're not listening to his message, which is very interesting. Which he'll probably change up anyway. But check it out.
In 2018, El Salvador had over 3,000 murders. Ever since they locked up majority of the gang members over there, the murder rate dropped nearly 70%.
If they do it in America, they do the same thing. Homie, as harsh as this sound, man, we need another mass incarceration.
You heard him. You heard him. This is your hero. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Homie, we need,
fellas, this is your hero.
Another 1994 omnibus crime bill. Like they came and they start getting niggas minimum sentencing guidelines, mandatory minimum. Homie, we need this strictly for violent crimes and gangs.
Shout out to Camo, Kittens and Caskets. Why Seeking Knowledge? Jackie Gaines in the house. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Gangs should have no rights amongst citizens if they are identified as a gang member, a gang associate, a gang affiliate. They should lose not their right to a due process, but homie, they should lose the right to
What the hell is that? What are you talking? Okay, due process is like when. Okay, let me see.
carry guns and to be treated fairly, like they would do somebody like us, homie. And they sign up to kill. Gangs don't build. Gangs don't manufacture anything that helps their community. Gangs don't create youth programs. Gangs don't create scholarship programs. Gangs don't have burial funds. Gangs don't have a treasury. Gangs don't, come on, homie. What good are these gangs?
I mean, he's got a point there. I mean, really, quite honestly, that's basically the problem. The problem is that we glamorize gangs in our community. So, what are we going to do about that? Basically, really the manosphere is another gang as well.
So, homie, I agree. I hope that I could meet a politician that need a black voice like mine. That needs a black voice like mine, my nigga, to help push a new crime bill, just like they needed the black Democratic caucus to join in and help them get that bitch pushed again. We need it, my nigga. Or else we gonna keep seeing babies die by the hands of babies and grown folks justify why they dying.
I've said it a million times, folks. That's why this channel is here. But y'all won't listen to me. You all won't listen to me. You say I'm talking smack. He talks harder smack than I do about black men. You want to give me the trouble? You want to give me the smoke? Go over there. I guarantee. Go over there, Charleston White's channels. You give him the smoke over there. Well, he might have switched up, of course. He does that a lot. But in this conversation, he's telling you exactly what's up. Who runs the gangs? Who runs the gangs? What gender of human being runs the gangs in our community? We all have stated and known that gangs, they're like a virus, a cancer in our community. Very, very, very rarely do the gangs do anything good. They're definitely, really, when you think about it, it's like this. You see all this turmoil over police brutality and all this kind of stuff. Well, who's doing more damage to the community? Gangs or police? Oh, it's clearly gangs by a lot. So if they're the ones doing all the damage, and let's say, I think it's like something like probably 25% police, 75% gang, doing the damages, whether it's gang or gang related or something to do with gang type of behavior, which is crazy. Yeah. And instead of like somebody saying, pick up your bootstraps or whatever you want to call it in some kind of way, or we got to do better. You know what you do? Instead of saying, something, we do need to do better. We do need to do better. Let's do better. Instead of doing something like that, okay, you actually try to smoke the people who are bringing that message out. You try to drag them. That's what's so crazy about it. That's why the community is the way it is, because nobody wants to do anything. You're dragging that person for saying we need to do better, because you know you don't want to do any better. This is a message to all the fellas out there, because the ladies are doing they're putting in the work. I would say that at least 75% of the black women in the community are trying to do better. They're doing better, or they will do better. You can't say that about the brothers. You can't say that. Why Seeking Knowledge breaks it down once again. Clans and cults. Don't leave out any crooked groups, because they will be glad to isolate our bad and grow theirs just as they have. Bars. In the house, Act Natural Under Pressure, Jackie Gaines, Why Seeking Knowledge, Kittens in Caskets, and Miss RV up there in the clouds. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
See, what made it so controversial over there was that they were locking up anybody with tattoos, even if you aren't affiliated to the MS-13 gang over there in El Salvador. If you have any tattoos that look like anything suspicious, you're getting locked up.
Well, they call that kicking the ball down the road. I agree. Yeah, all them suspicious ass tattoos you done went and got, yeah, get them too. It's called kicking the ball down the road. We'll let the court sort it out. That's why the police just make the arrest, nigga. Whether you now just make the arrest. We'll let the court sort it out. Kick the ball down the road is what they call it. We need to start kicking the ball down the road. We are in dire need of it. These niggas shoot up old women's houses by accident. They hit innocent kids. They killing the women. They bite women's eyes out. Nigga, they beating up. Man, come on, homie. They need to kick these niggas' ass down the road, my nigga. Because they don't seem to do all that when they go to prison. You don't hear about a bunch of niggas fighting and having prison riots in prison. For the most part, them niggas trying to have a good day and get along and pick on somebody weaker than them. So now, man, I'm with it, my nigga. Some got to clean us up, because it don't look like we even have the hearts nor the desires to clean our communities up.
There you go. That's exactly true. That's exactly true. That's why black women, if you see that going on and you don't want to deal with it, I would escape from, as a cool, great content creator would say, escape Blackistan. Hazel Bug in the house. Here we go. Here we go.
We've given up.
You heard him. He ain't talking about black women. Black women are out there. Black women are out there doing it. They are trying to get better. They are doing better. That's why Chase wants to give them $5 billion to do something with. Not 5 million, 5 billion. Because they know they're going to get their money's worth back from black women. They didn't offer that to black men, and then you know why. Because we like to fake it before we make it. Here we go.
And we think this is normal. We think this is okay for black people to be in this mindset. Not the conditions, because we are in way better conditions than our ancestors before us. But for us to have this mindset, my nigga, yeah, we either got to be killed or re-enslaved. I believe that with all my heart. When you look at black people today, there's nothing that can convince me we'll ever be great again.
You heard it from them. Let me play that one more time.
There's nothing that can convince me we'll ever be great again. And the actions and the inactions of black people today, I don't see us being great again. I don't see us create no new inventions that'll put us back in the forefront of being creators and inventors. I don't see us being.
Let me break something down real quick. And this is going to be interesting, because I'm going to show you that success is not really just about, it's just not about race. It's about a mindset. It's funny because, a lot of people, talk about the Nigerian hackers and Nigerian, army and militia and whatnot. They don't talk about the Nigerians that come to the United States and handle business. On my last gig, I was installing some computers, right? And I met 5 black doctors. I met 5 black doctors on this gig. And it was cool. They were cool. I mean, and all of them were dressed to a T. Not one of them was American. Not one. So, fine, you don't want to do what the Caucasian man is doing. You don't want to try to strive to be what he's doing, right? Well, at least strive to be doing what the Nigerian community that comes to our community does, that comes to our, I shouldn't say our community because they do not live in our community. I guarantee you not. They don't have to live in our community. They ain't going to be here either. But they come here, they handle their business, they get their doctorates, they get their diplomas, they get their PhDs, and they go to work. We need to do that. We need to do that shit. Don't strive to be a rapper. Strive to be something else. Don't strive to be, if you really truly got the talent, Moss will find out if you can be a pro football player, a ball player. That's okay. But the difference is this, is you need to at least value education instead of trying to drag people for being educated like black men do on black women. That's all Kevin Samuels did. That's one of his main go-tos. That's why he came up with that call sign, I'm a PhD, because he was trying to roast women for doing something that men should have been doing. That's what's going down. Let me play a little bit more of this.
I can't see it. I can't, with our value system, the things that we value, the things that we, man, homie, we value everything that's negative. And when you look on every social media platform, homie, where are black people building it? Where? That's why, man, homie, that's why I love you, because you're a builder. You're a creator. But nigga, when you look at where you come from, it was instilled in you. When you look at where most these other niggas have come from, nothing of substance was instilled in them.
Enough said. There's your problem, fellas. There's your problem. Let me go to the next one. Okay, everybody. This is what happened to Diddy. Here we go.
Let's launch into this one. The feds investigate Diddy as another victim comes forward. Another one, Sean?
Another one. Now, remember, let me tell you, this is a day old. So we're not talking about other victims from like a month ago. We're talking about a new victim, a new victim. Let me drop the link just in case somebody wants to come up. We're talking about a new victim. You talk about a monster. They roll in packs, folks.
Yeah. Per NBC News, federal authorities in the Southern District of New York informed Sean Diddy Combs' legal team last week that he is the subject of an ongoing criminal investigation. Federal grand jury is hearing evidence, but there is no indication charges are imminent. That, according to 2 sources familiar.
And, I bet 1 year ago, he never thought that he would be in this position. I guarantee you, even though he did all that dirt.
With Combs's ongoing legal troubles. 2 sources. I don't believe 50 Cent is one of them, but he might as well be one. But 2 sources reporting that. NBC noting a spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office declined to comment Combs' lawyers did not respond to a request for comment. A subject of an investigation is someone who is within the scope of a criminal investigation, according to legal experts. An individual is designated a target when prosecutors likely intend to seek an indictment from the grand jury against the person.
You know what's interesting is I heard something similar to this with another person, another artist. And well, man, well, you know, this sounds very R. Kelly-esque in my opinion. But quite honestly, I don't see how in the world, let me go back to the Diddy picture. I don't see how in the world he's going to be able to stay out of prison. I just don't. I mean, you saw how much R. Kelly did, and that was quite a bit. But I think Diddy has done, if we have to really pull out a benchmark or pull out, you know, a measurement tool, Diddy has done a lot worse. I mean, a lot worse. A lot worse. So, I mean, we can dance around the formalities, but unless he has some miracle situation, you know, unless he has some miracle situation, you know what I think is going to happen?
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail. Period.
Exactly that. Diddy is.
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail. Period.
Pretty much that's that. In the house. Kittens and Caskets. Bridget Mouton. Jackie Gaines. Hazel Bud. The Rack Girl is in the house. Miss RV in the clouds. Let's keep it going. Why is Seeking Knowledge, of course, is in the house doing her thing. Here we go.
Request for comment. A subject of an investigation is someone who is within the. I was effed up.
Oh,
I mean, I hit rock.
this is
This video apology posted to his Instagram, which has since been deleted. Combs admitted to the incident and said he took, quote, full responsibility. It is so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you got to do that, Combs said. I was effed up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses.
Wait a minute. He's been hitting rock bottom for 30 years then. He's been doing this to people for 30 years. What do you mean hitting rock bottom right now? The only reason he hit rock bottom was he was caught on film. Henry Mars in the house. He was caught on film. That's what he calls rock bottom. Because what was all that other stuff? He has made a common practice of abusing people, men and women. So I don't see really where his rock bottom has been rock bottom for 30 years. I'm like, if he thinks that's going to keep him out of you know, the bars, you know, the barred room. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, Combs initially denied Ventura's allegations of assault, as most of these bandits do, and trafficking, which he described in a federal lawsuit in November. Yep. He lied. He lied straight. He lied straight to the law. Lied straight in court. Straight to court. The two settled in an undisclosed amount. Somebody was going after. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Cassie is very happy right now. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, somebody told me that Umar was like, was he roasting her? Well, let's keep playing.
That sounds like that was an excuse, but will go on. Combs initially denied Ventura's allegations of assault and sex trafficking, which she described in a federal lawsuit filed in November. The two settled for an undisclosed amount the following day. At the time of Combs' admission of the assault, an attorney for Ventura, Meredith Firetog, said, when Cassie and multiple other women came forward, he denied everything and suggested that his victims were looking for a payday. Firetug added, he was only compelled to apologize once his repeated denials were proven false. Well, that shows his pathetic desperation. Ventura's attorneys did not respond to a question about whether she has been called to take part in grand jury proceedings. Meanwhile, Combs has been accused of a wide range of allegations in multiple civil lawsuits.
Multiple civil lawsuits. I mean, he is stacking them up. He's stacking them up with the restraining orders and everything. The Rat Girl breaks it down. DJ, he thought he'd get that typical black male treatment, which is no consequences. And you got it, BMW protection, the warranty. He thought he was going to get the BMW, the black male worshiping warranty. That is so true. That is so true. Yep, why seek knowledge? He's a lying ninja, was living his best life. Exactly, getting awards, honorary degrees, all sex and parties. Yep, he wanted. Yep, boy, bye. Yep. I hit rock bottom. Yeah. Yeah. Umar was all about the plight of the black man, despite his egregious dysfunctions, the pain and violations of others. Exactly.
The latest lawsuit.
That's the problem with Umar, is that basically he's like, support your black man, even if he puts hands and feet on you. That's kind of what the vibe I get from him.
Filed Wednesday, accusing Combs of sex trafficking by a former adult film star. Audria English, the 8th alleged victim to have filed a lawsuit against Combs, came forward to accuse him of sex trafficking her. English's complaint, obtained on Wednesday by TMZ, outlines how she first met Combs in 2004 when her boyfriend was auditioning for a Sean John modeling gig. In the docs, Audria claims things got freaky with Diddy right out of the gate.
Dang. He can't even, professional businessman might,
Audria claims her boyfriend and another model were asked to perform oral sex on Diddy to get a job. Her boyfriend.
What? Oh my God. And this man was seen as a pillar of the community.
Refused, but was offered a second chance if Audria worked as a go-go dancer at Diddy's white party in the Hamptons. Audria pictured at one of the parties on the right. English, an adult film actress known as Unique, claims she was encouraged to drink, take drugs, have sex with guests at those Hamptons parties. Though she initially refused, according to her lawsuit, where she goes into graphic detail, she does. So not for the faint of heart. She initially refused, but according to the complaint, English was eventually groomed into having forced sexual intercourse with jeweler to the stars, Jacob Arabov, who was also named as a defendant in the suit. Audria and Jacob, the jeweler, pictured there.
Uh-oh.
Things allegedly spiraled from there. English claiming she began getting passed around at parties, with Combs threatening to blackball her and her then boyfriend from the industry if they didn't comply. The Daily Beast filling in the details. Now, per TMZ.
This is really complicated. This has got some BMW vibe going to it, because she should have just said no and went. But for her man, she started doing all this stuff. That's bad. That's bad. That's BMW on steroids right there, for you to destroy yourself for some other man. That's crazy. I mean, in that way. And it's like, he wasn't like, both of them should have walked out and just said, that's cool, we out. They didn't even do that. See, I thought men were supposed to be the leaders. What happened? Why didn't he say, yeah, Don't worry. Let's leave. Okay. Because this is not the vibe here. This is not the vibe. This is not supposed to be happening. This guy's not, Diddy is not the man I thought he was. He's a creep. Let's move on. That's what her boyfriend should have been saying, but he didn't because he was weak. And that's the problem.
Also named in the suit as a defendant is a woman named Tamiko Thomas, pictured here with Audria, whom English describes as the Ghislaine Maxwell to Combs's Jeffrey Epstein.
Dang.
Former music executive has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing and has not been charged with a crime. Jonathan Davis, attorney for Sean Diddy Combs, dismissed the latest lawsuit. No matter how many lawsuits are filed,
he dismissed the other lawsuits too. How many are you going to dismiss? They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. They're here. Here comes lawsuits, one after the other one.
Won't change.
You guys don't remember that? That was from what was the name of that rapping group? Not Sugar Hill Gang. Oh man. Oh, Grandmaster Flash. Yep, that was a jam back in the day.
The fact that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted or sex trafficked anyone. Dave.
Oh man, Mr. Davis. Good luck.
Said, we live in a world where anyone can file a lawsuit for any reason without any proof. Fortunately, a fair and impartial.
Well, it seems like to me they had a whole hell of a lot of proof before, including security guards giving interviews and shit. And what was that video? Was that looked like proof to me, and yeah, the feds, they sure as hell didn't they get some more proof from Combs's spot? A lot. So what are you talking about? The Rack Reel says, DJ, BMW means sacrificing oneself no matter what. Exactly. Uh-oh, casting couch. Men like to dominate and stake territory. Conquer your soul territory, virtue and pride. Bars. Here we go.
Judicial process exists to find the truth, and Mr. Combs is confident he will prevail against these and other baseless claims in.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Whatever, Mr. John Davis. Good luck. I hope your rabbit's foot is going to work for you, bro. Because actually, I don't, but I'm just kind of being funny because basically, Diddy is pretty much, he's pretty much toast, in my opinion.
Forward. So here we are again, another victim coming forward. As we said, the 8th one. Maybe there will be more. There's some truth to what Diddy's lawyers are saying, Ben. Anyone can file a lawsuit. When you're a celebrity, makes you a target sometimes, doesn't mean you didn't do it. But given that hotel video that we've now been sadly treated to viewing, isn't there a sea change here? Isn't it more likely? Doesn't he have an uphill battle? If the public was already kind of squeamish about what's being alleged here, just because she's an adult film star, which they love to put that out there, ask Stormy Daniels, it doesn't mean these things didn't happen. What do you make of all of this and whether he'll get a fair trial?
Yeah, I mean, so many points there to respond to. One, of course, just because someone's an adult film star doesn't give anyone permission to use them for sex or to coerce them or force them into a sexual encounter. Newsflash, sex workers still have full agency over their bodies, so there's that fact. Did he get a fair trial? I believe in our justice system. I believe that you can find a jury that is impartial enough to hear a trial. We see enough people get off for things that I don't think that's really in question, generally speaking.
Yeah, me either. I mean, as long as there's BMWs, he's got a chance. And I don't mean the car. Y'all know that. Let me let me play with this a little bit. There we go. I don't know why this shows up. I don't want to see this crap. Why does this show up? Okay, there we go. Okay, let me get to the next one. Okay. Hey, did you guys hear about Lyfe Jennings? Did you hear about Lyfe Jennings? The Lyfe Jennings show is about to begin. Yeah. Talk about somebody who is getting the BMW treatment. Talk about somebody who is getting the BMW treatment. Do you want to find out? Want to check it out? Want to check it out? Want to check it out? Here we go.
Quick to give speed.
Got to get past that music. I'm going to start it right there.
Baby, don't keep it.
Okay. How about right here?
Holding back, though. Enter Uncle Keith Dotson.
Okay, let me go back.
Tragedy struck early. Life's
Let me go back.
and was already stealing the show at Calvary Baptist Church with his choir performances. By the time he was in elementary school, our boy Lyfe was crafting his own tunes. But tragedy struck early. Lyfe's father died in a shootout when he was just a kid. This tough start didn't hold him back, though. Enter Uncle Keith Dotson, a musician with the Toledo Motown group KGB, who saw the potential in young Lyfe. By the 1980s, Keith's sons Tim and Chris had formed a teen singing group called the Dotsons. Naturally, they roped in 10-year-old Lyfe and his brother Jay. They were like the local answer to Troop and New Edition, rocking talent competitions left and right. But as all good things do, the Dotsons eventually drifted apart. This is where life took a drastic turn when teenage Lyfe started walking on the wild side.
I wouldn't say fearless, but I liked it. I liked the action. I liked the physical contact. I liked the fighting. I liked the pistol play. It just made me feel like I belonged to something.
You hear it, right? Okay, let's keep it going.
13, he was sent to a juvenile detention for drug trafficking. Things escalated quickly, and by 14, he found himself in prison for firebombing a house, a tragic incident that killed a 25-year-old mother of 6.
Kingdom of cowards. Kingdom of cowards, folks.
Despite his lawyer's efforts to paint him as just a bystander, Lyfe was convicted and sentenced to a decade behind bars from 1992 to 2002.
It wasn't me that took their life. Like, you dig what I'm saying? It was not me even participating in, that direct.
That really bothers me. It's like he was there, right? He helped facilitate the deletion. Okay. You're going to see this man right here completely avoid any accountability whatsoever. And he paid for it. Here we go.
Action.
Sometimes cats will go to do a robbery. You know what I'm saying? A cat will go do a robbery and nobody has any intention on doing any harm.
My thing is this. Well, let me shut up and let us
anybody, because they really there for the bread. That's where they GPS at. I'm trying to get this bag. And they get in there, and then one or a couple of them will decide that, I don't know what comes over them, and they wind up, enacting some violence. And the other ones that was there didn't necessarily sign up for that but they're part of it now because you did.
So he's completely blaming it on the person who did the particular violence, right? Not realizing that if he just said, hey, man, we don't need to go out. Let's go get a job. How about that, Lyfe Jennings? Why didn't you tell him that instead of joining in? See, that's the thing. That's the part is all he needed to do was say is either not be there at all. I mean, he had a talent. By this time, remember now, he already had a talent. He already had a way to earn money with his talent. He was a very talented bandit. Let's just say that. Okay. So if you have talent, then what are you doing going on these snatch and grabs? Sorry, bro.
Happened in the same building as the rest of the shit they was doing. And that's in a nutshell what happened with my shit. You know what I'm saying?
No accountability whatsoever.
I wind up doing a whole bunch of time, you know, for not telling on some niggas or whatever. And
no snitch rule. Way to go, fella. I mean, if you want to live that way, if you want to live that life, then get used to those bars.
The shit went left. Not a good part of my life, you dig?
With good behavior, Jennings could have been out in 2 years, but oh no, his rebellious streak saw him serving the full sentence.
I kind of feel like I thrived in the hole. I liked it so much I used to do shit just to go to the hole. Because for me, I understand that that's a story, but for me, the most shocking thing for a teenager was the violence. And I'm not talking about violence.
So what he's telling you is he was built for prison. A bandit who was built for prison, who just happened to be very, very well skilled, and for some reason destroyed his own life. But I guarantee you not, he'll blame it on somebody else, just like they do. In the house, Brina West. Good seeing you, Brina. Here we go.
You get there and you see one small thing, and then you might see this here. I'm talking about that shit is, bro, like that shit's so violent, and it's almost like a culture shock. So, and I'm not even talking about just the physical part of it. It's a mental part. Like is extorting folks down there. You got cats down there committing suicide. You got cats that ain't eating because is taking all their food. And like for me, I mean, I'm built for that shit. I was a part of some of that shit. But
you heard it. He said he was built for that, and he was part of it. He did that. He does not sound like the role model type to me. Why seek knowledge? Then he would have been a punk. Yeah, punk B among his peer group. Yep. And Russell Wilson couldn't do that. Yep. He could have been a Russell Wilson. Didn't want to do. Might as well get a RuPaul costume and if you back down. Yep. Here we go.
And the reality of it, bro, man, I wouldn't really own that shit like that, bro. I don't want to see that shit every day. In the whole, I ain't got to see none of that shit.
Classic Jennings. Am I right? But now we understand. While behind bars, Jennings found his salvation in music. He started music programs with his fellow inmates, joined the prison gospel choir, learned to strum the guitar, and polished a voice that once wowed his local church crowd. As his release date approached, Jennings set his sights on a new dream, performing live at Showtime in Harlem. This wasn't just any gig. It was a televised musical variety competition at the Brooklyn Academy of Music. He sweet-talked the prison administrators into filming his inmate concerts and sent off his audition tape. And guess what? 2 days before his release, he got the news his tape was accepted.
Okay, so let's see here. So it sounds like he's on his way to rehabilitation and being a productive citizen in the United States. Let's see what happened.
Talk about cutting it close. In 2002, our man Jennings strutted back onto the scene with a 4-song CD that he hustled into a spot at the legendary Apollo Theater in Harlem. Now, if you know the Apollo, you know the crowd ain't shy about their feelings. They greeted Jennings with the chorus of boos that could wake the dead. But honey, Jennings hit them with a falsetto so smooth, it was like butter on hot toast.
Like every road you see don't always mean home.
5 amateur night wins later, he was the talk of the town.
I don't know, bro. It's gonna be hard.
Columbia Records couldn't resist and soon scooped him up. By August 2004, Jennings dropped his debut album, Lyfe 268-129. Yeah, those numbers are his prison ID. Talk about turning lemons into platinum. His first single, Stick Up Kid, had everyone hooked. His first single, SEX, from his second album, Phoenix featuring La La Brown, became his biggest hit single. He didn't stop there, folks. He's been featured on tracks with Alicia Keys, 3 6 Mafia.
I mean, he's got all this going for him, right? Let's keep it going. I'm just reminding you, he has it all going on right now. He's got a career.
Bun B and more. Fast forward to his 4th studio album, Still Believe, released on August 31st through Asylum and Warner Brothers Records. Talk about leveling up.
With time over there, you know, again, like that's when that system had really just started going, like the industry was changed and they just really appreciated the music. They appreciated the artistry, you know, because I wasn't selling platinum albums, nothing like that, but they was like, it's a place for you because, you know, it's like a backpack society, I guess. So we went over there and we did an album with them. And what happened with that, like we had a single and the single was taken off. And that's when I wound up going back to prison right in the middle of it. So kind of killed.
Notice how he doesn't like say, damn, I did this and now I have to go back to prison. It's like, oh, now I have to go back to prison like it's out of the blue.
Yep. In 2008, Jennings had a blowout with Joy Bounds, the mother of his 2 sons. And let's just say he didn't take it lying down.
We were supposed to be getting the kids that day, and something had happened to where she was like, I couldn't get the kids. It just really pissed me off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was out at the bar, had me a couple of drinks, and I went to her cousin's house because I thought that's where my kids were. Kicked in the door.
Listen to this. This is just it's ridiculous.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was out at the bar, had me a couple of drinks, and I went to her cousin's house because I thought that's where my kids were. Kicked in the door, like, you know, where my kids at? I didn't go in.
He used that as an excuse. He's using that. Bandits love to make up excuses for the behavior instead of just being mature and patient and being a grown-up. They make excuses for their bandit behavior.
I just smashed down the door or whatever.
And after allegedly firing shots in the air, Lyfe then led police on a high-speed car chase.
Now, okay, so you kicked in the door, right, which is wrong. He didn't say it was wrong, but I'll tell you it's wrong to kick in somebody's door to break somebody's property. That wasn't enough. He risks the life of other people by going on a high-speed chase. Let me tell you, high-speed chases, they usually end up, they're dangerous. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, good point, Bridget. He didn't think that would scare the kids. He didn't care. He doesn't care about the kids. It never was about the kids. It never was.
After allegedly firing shots in the air, Lyfe then led police on a high-speed car chase.
And he kicks in the door, then shoots in the air, and then goes on a high-speed chase.
I had a Tupac on. I'm in my drop, and I'm like, man, I don't feel like dealing with y'all today, so I'm just not stopping. Hit the gas, turned the music up. Next thing I know, my car smashed into a tree.
Notice how he didn't say, I messed up, or, oh man, I shouldn't have been, I should have had my mind right and didn't do any, didn't go on don't go on a high-speed chase and nothing like that. It's almost like he's making it seem like things were just happening, but it wasn't his fault.
Whole police force around.
He was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison after pleading guilty to a series of dramatic charges. Imagine this.
That's a deal for the rap sheet he had at the time. That's a deal.
Criminal trespass, discharging a firearm near a public highway, DUI refusal, attempting to elude, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. What was he thinking? Did he think he was in an action movie?
Here's the sad part. He's really typical.
Fate sealed, at least for the next 3 years. The R&B singer dramatically bid farewell to his fans on Twitter. "This will be my last post," the singer announced, leaving fans both shocked and sentimental. According to MTVnews.com, he continued.
When he said this will be my last post, people should have said, great music, good riddance. We'll listen to your tracks though. Great tracks, bro. But you're just too much. You're doing too much damage. in the community. That's what should have been happening. That should happen all the time. I mean, basically.
Everyone who gave me a chance, I am forever in your debt. I've had a fabulous career because of you. I've lived 100 lives in these 6 years, so I not only won't, I don't have the right to complain. He went on with the heartfelt declaration. I would like to think that I've changed lives by changing my own, though I can't be sure. But one thing
You obviously didn't change your life. You started your life committing crimes and you're ending your life committing crimes. I mean, hopefully it's not ending soon, but I mean, he's dang near 50.
I am sure of is God gives and God takes away in measure. He is fair, just, and forever. Amen from a man. Smile is contagious. Cue the collective gasp. Grab your popcorn, folks, because the R&B world just got a whole lot more interesting. Can someone say broke after his release from prison?
So when I came home, broke, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. How can you be broke when you had a platinum album, 2 gold albums, and all the other shit that comes with it? The tour.
Right. I don't know why they keep going over there to dude's channel to speak with him. He's pretty much doesn't care about our culture. But yeah, I mean, where did the money go? Where did it go?
Bring money and everything else like that.
Man, I told you, I spent that shit, man. I just spent a lot of money. And even though I had money, when I got locked up, I was just taking care of a lot of people. And then I had a lot of stuff that, I was still paying on. I still had child support to pay, mortgages to pay, and card and shit. Like, I still had all this shit to pay, and being gone that long, that is a lot of money.
In October 2013, Jennings dropped his album Lucid, and just when we thought we couldn't get enough, he hit us again in June 2015 with The Tree of Life, which he mostly recorded in his home studio. Can you believe it? And when someone asked him about his current musical vibe, Jennings got all philosophical on us. He said, everyone feels like they have to reinvent themselves, but seriously, can you really reinvent the truth?
Apparently you can't.
I don't think so. It is what it is. I'm not.
That term, it is what it is, becomes very important throughout the rest of this live stream. Here we go.
About that reinvented life, I want to go deeper. This album, he claims, is all about reminding us why we started loving this music in the first place. So, what do you think it is? Is Jennings onto something, or is he just avoiding a makeover? On February 2nd, 2016, he tied the knot with Gwendolyn Sharkowski, a stunning German model. They even had a son together. But hold on to your hats, because on March 15th, 2017, Gwendolyn filed for divorce. Yeah.
I wonder why. You heard it. You blink, divorce papers.
Yep, you heard it right. 41 days of wedded bliss, and he's
41 days. Dang. So, to me, this is one of those situations where it sounds like he just married her for the wrong reasons, either ownership or which is part of ownership too. When some dudes, what they'll do is when they mess up and cheat, they'll marry the woman to try to keep them around longer.
He's keeping mum about it.
It was more of an arrangement than anything else. And that's what I'm gonna say about it. Great girl, powerful young lady in all rights,
But you left her with the baby. Same BMW.
Peak the way we expected it to peak. Let me just say that.
Oh, the drama. Now, here's a bit of juicy tidbits.
Why didn't he figure that out before putting a kid in her? Oh, shit. We're getting to this part right here. Okay, here we go.
Bit of juicy tidbits. Lyfe has 6 kids with 5 different baby mamas. When someone dared...
Let me play that one more time.
Powerful young lady in all rights, didn't peak the way we expected it to peak. Let me just say that.
Oh, the drama. Now, here is a bit of juicy tidbits. Lyfe has 6 kids with 5 different baby mamas. When someone dared to ask if he wanted more, his answer was a resounding no.
You have 6 kids now.
Yeah, I got 6 boys.
Any plans for any more?
Hell no. No.
Hey, right, girl, plantation buck. Yep. Basically.
No?
No, hell no.
Okay, no as in I'm not planning on having any more, or no, I had a vasectomy and I can't have any more?
I don't plan on having no more kids for sure.
Act natural, you nailed it. Or the young lady woke up, but not before the baby. Yep.
Who could blame him, though? Raising kids today costs a fortune. So what's the real story here? Is he really done for good? Or is there more drama lurking around the corner? Oh well, just when you thought you had the scoop, guess what? Another son made his grand entrance after this interview. Can't keep up? Neither can we. Fans who love his music would remember he took a wild detour on Unsung, loving
Welcome, T. T, it's good seeing you.
Hip Hop Atlanta. Thanks to Carly Red's persuasion, she sweet-talked him into it, saying it would boost his album promotion. Lyfe, initially hesitant, thought it was for artists with nothing going on.
Well, I think it was they kind of changed their concept of Unsung because the name Unsung kind of gives the impression that the career is over with. And
it pretty much is if you go to jail all the time.
Haven't been giving you flowers, But, the last time they called me, they told me they revamped it. And it's really, even though this person is unsung, it doesn't mean that he's still not a viable source of entertainment. So I was just like, all right, well, if it's like that, then, I'll do something.
Lyfe's brief reality TV stint was filled with regret. Fans started recognizing him as Lyfe from Love and Hip Hop, which didn't sit well with him. Although he didn't hold any grudges, the show wasn't a fit for his image. Lyfe's
what kind of image does he have? Bro, you've been in and out of prison. See, man, let me
album 777 came out in 2019, and now he's sharing his life story, far from reality TV drama.
I actually shoot movies now. I also have a production company. Bought all my own equipment, top of the line stuff, man. Shot one movie, which is my life story, which y'all gonna be seeing very soon. And I really just like directing more so than I like being a character.
When asked about his goals and legacy, he didn't just answer. He delivered a monologue worthy of an Oscar.
Goals that I set is really on legacy now. Like, I would like to definitely lead the world in a better place musically because that's the field I'm in than what it was before I came.
Well, how about leaving the world in a better place and stop committing crimes? That would help.
It's, again, as far as the day-to-day, how I actually get to that legacy, I don't focus on that. Like even this interview, like this wasn't something that I was like, oh, I got to do this interview. This came about because of what I manifested in the future, and this is going to lead me there. And all I can do is...
It sounds like he's in control of his life, but he's not. This is so typical. It's like, where do you say to yourself, I need to get myself together. I don't want to go back. I got 6 or 7 kids now. That's basically what he's saying. It's a shame. It's a shame. Y'all heard about Columbus Short. Let's go through him real quick. Here we go.
Roommates, it looks like Columbus Short is back in the media and getting folks fired up on the internet. He's not in trouble with the law again, but the court of public opinion doesn't seem to be on his side after a recent interview. Here's all the info we have.
Wait a minute. Okay, I'm just catching up on this. This is really, I would have to say, this is like a blind reaction. I didn't know he was in prison in the first place, or went, had law issues in the first place. Let's see what he says.
So for many, seeing Columbus Short's name attached to something controversial is no shocker. However, his latest interview seems to have ruffled feathers once again, so let's get into it. Short made a recent appearance on the Unqualified as podcast where he was asked about his thoughts on being with Black women versus non-Black women. Columbus is currently married to Aida Arberman Short. The two married in 2016 and have 2 children together. However, Columbus was also previously married twice before his marriage to Aida. In the interview, Columbus shared some of his views on dating Black women that many took offense to.
It's a different energy.
It's not like
Okay.
maybe, okay, thank you for your criticism. Thank you for your honest, constructive
Yeah.
criticism. And, you know, we can get it better. Or cook it for yourself.
Yeah.
You want a cup of noodle? You want some ramen?
One fan wrote, let me
He
go
sounds sugary.
ahead and mute Columbus short, trying to go viral by bad-mouthing Black women. Another fan pointed out Columbus's violent past and said Columbus Short's character on Scandal was killed off because in real life, he beat the shit out of his wife. He was charged in 2022 with domestic violence and child.
There it is. So that's notice the pattern. It seems like those that express bandit behavior, I won't call them bandits, but express bandit behavior, practice bandit behavior, always think that Black women are a problem, even though the problem is them, even though they have a record that shows that the problem is them, but they don't want to admit it. Look, it says Columbus Short's character on Scandal was killed off because he, in real life, beat the out of his wife. He was charged in 2022 domestic violence and 2 child endangerment. Man, this guy's a straight B. Great. He was a great actor. I actually liked a lot of the movies he was in. Man, you know, if that's the thing, look at it. Diddy, Columbus, Lyfe. I mean, they all had all this stuff going for them and ruined it for themselves because they did not want to harness their nature.
Endangerment, and this is after his 2 previous wives accused him of DV. We don't give a about what he says. Short isn't the only one that seemed to catch heat for the statement. Many people came for the host Azar Afrida online as well. Quite a few roommates spoke out in the comments, and one wrote, she clearly doesn't like Black women. Ladies, don't support her platform. Another chimed in and said, first, I thought this was juvenile. Second, I'm so tired of these conversations, particularly when they involve soliciting the opinions of Black folk that most Black people could care less about their opinions. Azar even took to her Instagram story to clear the air by letting people know that she's also a Black woman and was not trying to bash other women. Columbus also posted an apology to his Instagram following all of the backlash.
I realized that.
See, these apologies are these fake apologies where he meant what he said and he does and he means what he says. He doesn't mean to apologize. He's just sorry because he might lose money.
I seriously offended my Black women in a way that
They're
was
not your Black women, sir. They're not. I mean, the BMWs, I guess, but no. If you're putting hands and feet on at least 3 women, that's shoot. No.
Not intended. I think that clip was taken out of context.
I wonder if that's what you said to the women that you put your hands and feet on.
No, that was clickbait, because the full answer to the question, which was, why are Black men dating outside of their race, marrying outside of their race? And my answer was linked.
Here's the answer. Here's the answer. Because a lot of Black men are unwilling to do the work or work on themselves or be accountable. So why not go to some other race of women that basically don't know how to read you yet, or that you feel like is a good excuse or band-aid for getting away from your banditness, your banditry. I mean, people should be able to intermingle racially anyway and marry interracially naturally on positive things, not because you're a head case and, well, Black women have me figured out, so I better go try, some other race of women, so that because they don't have me figured out. That's what he's saying.
But that clip was sizzling, I guess, and should have been smarter.
What do you think?
The rap girl, he's addicted to boys. He's addicted to boys. I remember that thing.
Roomies, do you think Columbus took things too far? And how do you
T says, we are done accepting their apology.
feel about Azar posing that question to begin with? Roommates, thanks for watching TSR so you know.
So that's pretty, I mean, Columbus Short, man, I thought he was cool. Let me tell you, I have been going through this I thought he was cool era for so long. It's like, dang, these people, I thought he was cool. 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 You know? T breaks it down like this. They bash black women because we are the most unprotected bars. They don't bash other women because they are protected bars. Bars. I used to love it. Yeah. Yeah. Act natural under pressure. Okay. Well, let's break into this Rick Ross thing real quick. Here we go.
Hey, man, I'm thinking about the event that happened over there. Let me tell you something. When the first dude stepped up to Rose, the little short fat one that looked like Bam Bam Bigelow from wrestling, when he
wait a minute. Okay, has Rick Ross looked in the mirror lately? The short fat one, bro. Okay.
Stepped up, and then I squat down in his eyes and told him what I said. Basically, boy, if I hit you, I'm gonna see everything you ate for the last 2 days. His dropped out of his. He never said another word. He never did nothing. He was a straight buster. Then the behind him said, I know MMA. And then I got hit with a drink. I'm still convinced ain't no punch me. Somebody said, Rose, they tried to punch you. He hit you. I say, nah. He had to throw a drink because throwing a drink would have been way more disrespectful than screaming, I know MMA. Man.
Hey guys, you know, I just saw a very unfortunate situation that took place in Canada, and I wanted to say to everyone, you know, that I hope that that brother made it home safely. I hope that he now.
Appreciate DJ. I know. I don't know. Hey, look. Okay. Hey, look. I don't know what to say.
Has a different perspective and a better sense of what to do and what not to do while you're out in the world, you know? That part where the young guy went like, he did this little move and shit and got knocked the fuck out, like right there. That does not reflect him. That reflects his camp. And he might need to go get the Dream Chasers or the 305 Killers.
Hey, real quick, man, we would.
It's crazy to be. Welcome, Sugar Love in the house.
The hottest in the game right
Sugar
now.
Love, let me know if you're going live tonight.
The baby. We got one quick question for you, man. All the ladies want to know, what city would you say has the best women? Atlanta. You heard it here first.
Okay, so here we go. Oh, there it is. You see these big dudes bouncing around. The Keisha Garland in the house. You see these big dudes bouncing around, you know, jumping and stuff. I swear, this is crazy. Spice is nice in the house. Good seeing you. Oh, look, dude about to fall down.
What's up, dog?
Probably got that high blood pressure going.
What's up? What's up? Every day I'm hustling. Every day. What's up? Every day. You gonna press us on North City? What's up?
I mean, the thing is this. Drake is like a punk. He would be called a punk back in the day. He would be called a punk back in the day. I'm just giving you my fair and balanced observation. Some dude who sends other dudes to like jump dudes, that's punk shit. He would be called a punk. Why seek knowledge? He totally dropped the ball on this. No way anyone should have been able to get that close to an artist. Yep. Yeah, I don't know what it is. The rat girl, even though this is sped up, there seems to be a lot of squealing going on. Yeah, it would have been the same. It would have been the same squealing, just at an octave lower. That's it. Look, he's a girl, not that high blood pressure. Yeah. I mean, them dudes that have my age, their blood pressure way higher than mine. I mean, let me go on here. That's just crazy. I guess they want, so it's all fun and games. People start getting hurt until people start getting hurt. Forget about hurt. These days they're getting DD'd. Remember, this story repeats itself. I knew Tupac. I knew Biggie. I partied with them, hung out with them, saw them both 20 minutes before they, got pew-pewed. Violence is real. Everyone can be touched. Don't entertain the devil. I love, Champagne, all these other people, Kendrick Lamar, blah, 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 blah. And I say to all my brothers, there's enough for everyone to eat. This is Marion Wayans. Y'all need to what the real world did. Walk away from the BS. Yep. It took a comedian to tell them the real. Let's put it that way. Marlon, I hate to say it, but that's the way they're built. They're built for what you just saw. Unfortunately. Welcome, Chase. Welcome, Chase. Let me fast forward. We're done with that part.
Some told me to check their flight number. I always check the flight number. But I seen that DL, so I thought
Carlson West putting in his 2 cents.
I automatically assumed Dallas Love Field. Yeah.
Yo, check this out. TMZ, all you blogs, everybody trying to figure out what happened in Canada. You might want to tap in with Wack. You know what I'm saying? I got the full story. I got the people behind it. I got the people who did the movement.
Dang, Wack 100 looked like he got whacked 100 times.
And just because I don't want the wrong people, getting the blame for it. It ain't really what y'all say it is.
Welcome T. Welcome Larry. Welcome the Rat Girl. Welcome Chase. Welcome YC Knowledge. To keep it going.
So all you blogs that want the direct interview with the individual up there in Canada, he part of my team down here when I get to the East Coast.
He ain't gonna talk to y'all, but he'll talk to y'all through me. You know, it's hard out here. He's trying to eat. West up, the exposers. We strike again.
What the heck is going on with us?
Yo, come out of what I like see murder. Oh, my dead grandmother son.
I thought men were supposed to be logical. That's what the Saint Samuel said, right? I thought men were supposed to be logical. If we're so logical, then why are we acting like this?
I don't know when I like see murder, bro. I swear to God. I swear to everything I love, bro. I don't know when I like see murder, bro. Y'all just see the videos. Yo, story set.
Did I miss some kind of punchline or something? Or is he the punchline?
Me out when I was like 12 years old. Yo, choked me out when I was 12 years old. I tried to kill a whole building.
Yo, I just see what happened, son.
I dropped a link.
Yo.
Yeah, men is funny because men used to be we were supposed to be the quiet ones that, just minded our own business. And we would, would tell women, oh, y'all over there gossiping. Now men be doing it more, way more. Think about it like this. The reason why we brothers be putting each other down every hour is because of we gossip. How many times? Well, it's gossip, and then there's the no impulse control. That's why. And it's like, the point is I thought we were supposed to be men and be like, well, that ain't my business. Look at this dude on here. Look at this dude. Why $6 ninjas running with their pants hanging half off their legs or all out of shape. Yep. Like Rick Ross, yeah, they are the logical leaders in prime position for us to submit. What, Lakeisha, help me out here. What did I miss something? I don't know what I'm seeing here. I don't know what he's saying.
This dude right here that's laughing.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's saying either. He's just laughing.
Yeah, it's like, is this? I guess is this?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, real quick.
Okay.
Oh, empty the clip and roll the window up.
Okay.
Rena West says that laugh and those veneers sound like something in the wild.
I was like, yeah, I thought it was a hyena. I had to scroll up. I said, what is that noise? Good grief. It's the immaturity. I think that they're all living in arrested development.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. And then nobody, boys are taught to don't show your feelings, don't cry, don't do this. And even they homeboys or when their mamas would get mad at them, the fathers too would sock them in their chest, man up, man up. So all of these men that especially that are coming up after our ages and stuff like that, they are severely living in arrested development.
It's like they want to stay in high school forever.
Mm-hmm. And I would say for me, I love nostalgia. But at some point in certain areas of your life, you have to know that you have to mature, you have to evolve. If you want a life and you have goals and aspirations, you have to learn skills, especially social skills, that will get you in social settings to network to get you to your goals that you're trying to reach. You can't do that with this goofy right here. You go somewhere, he would have to go to a speech, not a speech therapist, but you know how they have like the actors, they have trainers, like that. He would have to go to someone, a coach, acting coach or some type of entertainer coach to help him with his decorum. Because what is that? We all sitting here befuddled and discombobulated trying to find out what is going on in this clip.
Yeah, there's some. I guess I don't know. I don't know. Okay, why Seeker Knowledge breaks it down. He's laughing at Rick Ross equals he talked so much crap about Drake. Yes, I agree. Men are confused as to what impressions to make on other men. Bars. Jackie Gaines, Lakeisha, facts. Not only that, but there was one. Oh, yeah. Jackie says he's too proud to say he got beat up.
His
Okay,
baby
let's.
they're laughing at him.
Yeah.
Every time he do something stupid, she get on that online and she be tearing his butt up.
Shit him butt. I'm with a red bitch. She finna come.
Freak ass nigga, he has 69 God. Freak ass nigga, he has 69 God.
Hey guys, I just saw a very unfortunate
And
situation that took
50
place in
was
Canada,
clowning
and I
here,
wanted to.
trying to speak all
Was he?
eloquent. Trying to speak all eloquent and stuff. I said, 50, stop it. Stop it while you clowning. I can't.
Say to everyone, that I hope that that brother made it home safely. I hope that he now has a different perspective and a better sense of what to do and what not to do while you're out in the world. That part where the young guy went like he did this little move and got knocked out like right there. That does not reflect him. That reflects his camp. And he might need to go get the Dream Chasers.
He did the little
Or,
baby arm jabs.
Yeah. Is that what he did?
Little baby arm jabs. Like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Little dinosaur jabs.
the 305 Killers.
Welcome, Johnny. Be good. What in the heck is this?
Baby, I am cracking up over here. I'm so done.
Welcome, Johnny.
They swung on your fat ass. You ain't there. You stood your fat ass back, man. Your scary
Yeah,
ass.
I love
her. She cracks me up.
I love her.
That scary stood back, bitch. I'm looking good now from this angle. Let that bitch got back, man. He tried to. Oh, they kicking the that security in his fat up. Watch this there, dog. That fat bitch got on khaki green or something. Look at him with his stank breath all in the face with that doodle ass breath. I'm glad they smacked the shit out your. This out there in the crowd like he run the city. Man, you ain't. Good job, 69 goons.
Wow. Look at dude being dragged out.
Baby, ain't nothing like a good troll from your baby mama, and you always clowning her.
I know. Tia Kemp, she on it. She on it. If she came to where I was, and had a comedy show, I would go. I would go.
Pure gold.
Some people
Pure
are just
comedy
naturally
gold.
funny.
Yes, she is.
Oh, that's an end of the clip. That was yeah, I got it. I hope she does more. I hope she talks about it more. Okay, and this is what Drake was saying with his fake self.
Well, fast forward to right now, and Drake has hit social media trolling. He posted a couple of pics and videos poking fun at Rick Ross and really shouting out his hometown of Canada. In one video, Drake posted.
This is what's funny to me is Drake is the kind of dude who talks smack and then he hides behind other people. You know, that's
he
what
keeps
gets me.
his hands clean and his gloves dirty.
Yep.
His guys were sitting around having a good time, jamming to a hip-hop Canadian group called The Rascals, and the song they were bumping went, "We're notorious, don't nobody want to bang with us."
Wait, let me pause that. That was too fast.
Now we're
But yeah.
notorious. Nobody want to bang with us.
Yeah, what is that?
Well, fast forward to right.
Let me pause that right there. Yeah, I mean,
that sounds like some Compton rejects.
Exactly. Jackie nailed it. He's the winner.
Their new names are the Compton Rejects.
Yeah, that is so true. Let's go through this clip right here.
Emmanuel?
Hey, I'm receiving a paycheck tomorrow, so it will be appropriate for me to get on here.
What?
So what's up? What's new?
This is, I want to stop it right here because this is a very important point I need to make. This young man here, Emmanuel, is the average man who consumes manosphere content. Awkward.
Okay.
You know, weird. I mean, you could just tell he doesn't have it going on. And he's a majority. There's two types of guys. I figured this out. This type of guy here who's not really what you call an incel, maybe a semi-cell, whatever. And then the guys who just completely use women. Those are the two types that are in the manosphere.
Yes.
And he wishes to be where those guys who use women are, but he's not. But he's trying to hone his skills. Let's see what he says.
He's trying to sharpen his skills.
Yeah.
What's new with you? I gotta put a question on a question.
Oh yeah. So you live in LA. So it would be a very, very good traveling experience if you actually come here in Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas is a very good city. I'm not really sure if you've been here or not, but it's a very vibe city. So I'm pretty sure if we spend time together, you're probably going to like it here.
Wait, what did he say? Did he say really what
Here
city?
or not, but it's a very vibe city. So I'm pretty sure if we spend time
clear?
Vibe or what? What did he say?
It sounded like he said clear, as in white tea.
Right. That's what I thought I heard.
Really sure if you've been here or not, but it's a very vibe city. So I'm pretty sure if we spend time together, you're probably going to like it here.
Yeah, spend time doing
Maybe
what?
it's a vibe city. Like it's a
Yeah,
vibe.
vibe city. Maybe we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
We go to the bar. I love watching stand-up comedy shows and stuff, so we go there, and like probably it could be cringy sometimes, but you're probably going to like it. Like
Okay, let me make something clear, ladies and gentlemen in the chat. This same guy here is the same guy who goes in the other rooms under some avatar or whatever, cussing out black women. I guarantee you not. He does that. Just like there are black male worshippers, there are non-black women worshippers as well, and he's one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, Bridget, we're trying to make sense of that too. Vibe City, what?
people there, or if you have like a hobby, if you like some green or that kind of stuff, Austin is also a very nice city to actually get down on.
Yeah.
So Emmanuel, I have a question. You say that you're receiving a paycheck tomorrow, so it's a good idea to be on here today. That's what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I was gonna ask you, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean by that?
So some companies pay you like weekly, some companies pay you like bi-weekly. So depending on your paycheck, if I get paid, that will be like an appropriate time. You get what I'm saying, right? So that you finish my paycheck. Because I don't actually like stacking up money and like saving money and stuff. I actually love spending it because I know it's really nice you feel satisfaction when you waste your money.
I mean, I wouldn't call him a super bandit or anything like that, but he's very awkward.
It's just that, first of all, sir, you need money to eat. You need money to pay your bills. You might get a flat. What are you talking about? You want to spend all your money? What about the money for the week? You want snacks and all that, zoom zooms and wham whams, and you got other things that may come up. I don't like that. That's first of all, if he want to be, as they called it back in the day, a trick, just say that. But then you talking about, like we don't know how anybody that's had employment that's of age, you either get paid bi-weekly, every week, or monthly. So he was acting like he was finna come into a large sum of money and he was about to pop bottles and blow the bank. So you talking about an average job. Stop, sir.
If you have to wait to get paid to take somebody on a date, you don't need to go on a date.
Exactly.
Those funds are better off, elsewhere. Let's put it that way. YC Canala says, does he need a cough drop? He can't let his mama hear where his living room, he can't let his mama hear. Okay. Where's his living room? Where's your living room dusty? I mean, basically, yeah.
Not just the janky hairline, the janky hair, Brenda West. It's janky all over. Look at the eyebrows. I don't even know if he's American, if he's got some other nationality. He kind of talks like he's more like nerdy or like a gamer or something like that. But no, he definitely seems socially awkward. And it's like, sir, if you want to, first of all, is this a dating show that he's on, or what is?
This is a dating show. This is Melly Monaco's Pineapple Show.
I know the heck he didn't go on to somebody's dating show and talking about if I get paid this. First of all, you telling that girl to fly out there. You ain't telling her you gonna fly her out there. And then on top of that, you talking about if I get paid. So there's a chance that I may fly out here on my own money and you ain't even gonna have the money to take me out. So what we gonna do?
Right. Right. Yeah, this is Henry Mars says he's living paycheck to paycheck. Henry, you nailed it. He might be living half pay.
He living off a payday loan. He living off of payday loans. Yeah. That's what he living off of.
Yeah. Thank you.
Money, sometimes you think.
What?
So you want to spend your whole paycheck?
He lives for the moment. Huh?
65%.
I'm sorry, how much is that paycheck, the one that's coming?
Oh, no, I'm not going to disclose that information on the internet.
It doesn't matter how the thing is sometimes people give away everything before they know it. If you have to wait again to get paid to take somebody out on a date, then you're literally telling everybody you ain't got no money.
Exactly.
One paycheck ain't gonna fix that.
Thousands of people watching, you're gonna be like, "Oh my God," No, I'm not disclosing that information. It's on the internet. Are you crazy?
I mean, I won't give him this much. At least he speaks okay. I mean, I won't say well because the way he's delivering it, he's not delivering he sounds like a very mentally weak person, but at least you can understand what he's saying.
Right.
So I'll give him that much.
Apple.
He drives for Uber.
I guess that was his pickup line. That's
yeah. I was thinking that like he's talking about money, and then it's like, all right, if he spends all his money, what does he want in return for me? Because he doesn't know me. Why would he just
right? He'll probably need a ride home.
Exactly. He done spend all the money. He ain't even gonna be able to pay for the dinner. He gonna be looking at her.
Yeah.
Talking about his paycheck didn't cover it.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is just, I don't get it. I'm gonna put this. Let's check out your triggered real quick.
Trigger warning.
Took away a woman's vagina, what would she have to offer you? Not much. Not true in all of the cases, just true in 99.9% of the cases. Now, next time you see a woman that you think is very attractive, very appealing, think of her as though she has no vagina, which is going to cause you to ask yourself, what else does she have to bring to the table?
Yes, I know that was insane, but y'all needed to see it. I'm going somewhere with this. I promise. Please wait for me. Now, today's episode is Marquette Devon or Marquette Burton, depending on where you look, exposed, and how he is harming the minds of men everywhere. Now, what he said in that video clip is exactly why I say that red pill men are ruining the minds of men. And what they are doing is destroying impressionable men, men that don't have experience, men that don't have access to women, young, impressionable men, and young boys. What they are doing to them is
I'm sick of laughing saying this about the guy we just had on the screen before. His EBT card not ready.
actually horrific because the blueprint these men are using is pimp philosophy. And when these other men attempt to follow them, they're going to be extremely dysfunctional and they're not going to have any success in relationships. Because watch this.
Gay black guy. I'm like, fuck is he doing here? And he has a book in his hand, so a silver book, pink title, hands it to me, says, you need to read this. Look at the book. It's called Hemp, Story of My Life by Iceberg Slim.
Now, as you can see, this bald-headed bonehead decided to lie and tell a story about a gay man giving him a book about pimping and exploiting women. And as you can see on the screen, if you don't know what this book is about, here.
I mean,
That's cap.
Oh no, feel free to speak, Lakeisha. I'm over here just.
That's cap. First of all, I'm sorry. I was just finna say the man looked gay, and then the fact that he said in his story about the book that a gay man gave him the book. Sir, you are batting for the same team. You need to just go on and live in your truth because you're giving these men wrong advice and you not living in your own truth. Be free, sunshine.
Yep.
Here is a synopsis. And I have read some of it myself, and it is actually disgusting. But that's beside the point. What this man is doing and what a lot of Black male content creators are doing right now is selling pimp philosophy to these men.
Exactly. Exactly.
Then these loser men are going out in the world and they are attempting to use that pimp philosophy on the average everyday woman. And it's not working. Women aren't going for that. Then these men become enraged that these things that these dysfunctional, misogynistic, abusive content creators have told them should get them the girl of their dreams. They're mad that it's not giving them any results. Let me just give you a quick snapshot of how hypocritical.
Ellis, does that sound like it? I believe you're triggered. Broke it down for you. It sounds like, I mean, because think about it. If they were getting results from the red pill community, they wouldn't be regulars anymore because they would be going out on dates and wouldn't have time to be watching red pill content. What the funny thing about red pill content to me does is it gets you the reverse of what you were looking for. If you were looking for an interaction with women, then it does the opposite. It makes you not get a really interaction with women.
That's because they don't want interaction with women. They want interaction with men.
Right. They want to use women, but they want an interaction with men.
They want to use women as beards because they're not living in their truth. Any man that is on a gung-ho witch hunt to destroy a woman when he came from a woman hates women and hates himself.
Bars.
critical this Marquette Devine or Marquette Burton is.
Listen, I'm the only one that can do it like I can do it. People don't realize is that a lot of things that occur in modern society are just a result of what man has fashioned to befuddle the mind of the female such that he can get what he really wants from her, which is often sex. You dig? I mean, at the end of the day, do you ever really want to take a chick out on a date? Hell nah, you don't want to take a chick out on a date. You dig? You just want to hit them draws. You heard me? Only reason you took her out on a date is because she wanted to have that experience in exchange for her vagina. You understand? So the point is, if you meet a guy who does hookah, you meet a guy who likes to go to Dave and Buster's, you meet a guy who likes to go to the movies, and all of those things are just illusions to provide for female confusion such that she doesn't know what we're really doing, which is prepping her to take this pipe. You dig? You ain't really want to take shorty out to dinner. You ain't really want to go to...
He probably not even good in the bed. Like, I'm gonna need them to just I guess the semen retention has gone to their head. I think that's what it is. The semen retention has gone to their head. They're angry. They're backed up, and they just talking out of their side of their mouths because we can. Do they not realize that we have our own jobs, our own businesses, our own multiple streams of income, and we can take our own selves out on a date, and we don't have to give up our pocketbooks, okay? And I'm not talking about the pocketbooks that would be on our arms. I'm talking about the one between our legs. So, right. And we have other devices that will satisfy us, and we don't have to deal with weird energy and weirdos like this. Like, just because you take me out on a date, that has to automatically equate to you getting something, and then you're talking about the illusion and the delusions like you a damn poet. Like, we supposed to be like, yes, I felt that. No, you sound like a dumb dummy. Like Fred Sanford said, you big dummy. That's what he sound like.
Rackerill says, why seeking knowledge? My field of F's are barren. So I'm about it. Yeah, the dude is, I mean, to me, it's like this. For some reason, think about it. Kevin Samuels had a feminine vibe to him. This man here has a feminine vibe to him.
Right.
MTR has a feminine vibe to him. You would be, if you think about it, most of the manosphere men, they have this kind of feminine vibe. I don't care if they want to act like that's okay, but it's just a pattern to look that needs some attention, because it's like, wait, you guys are supposed to be teaching men how to be men, but it sounds like to me you're teaching men how to be more feminine.
They want to all dance in the rain like Nature Boy danced in the rain. And they want to vogue, and they want to tiptoe on, on they high toes and all that stuff. I just have to wash my hands of it and walk away, because it's like, what do you want? You're angry when you're with the woman. You're angry when you're with her. She can't do nothing right, and she can't do nothing wrong. And then even if you go to your preference, you abuse them. What you want?
Right.
You either want a man, because there ain't too many other options. You want a man, a child, or animal. Because what's wrong? You need a hug? I think that's what's wrong with them. They probably need hugs too. Lots and lots of hugs. He probably wasn't hugged.
Straight up.
Go to a Michelin restaurant, you ain't really want to spend all that money on wine. Hell, you don't even really want to know a thing about wine. But the reason we have all of these things in the society, the sommelier, the wine culture, all of these things are tools to smash these broads. You dig? But
actually, believe it or not, the wine culture is not about smashing, but he's making it about smashing.
Right.
Because I've seen things where just all women go on a wine tour in like Napa.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with sex. And that's
Absolutely
the
not.
problem, is that he's one of the many that makes anything into sex. You know, anything, walking down the street. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is what, this is sexual or something like that. And that's the problem.
You're dealing with a dim-witted male when he actually gets confused, and in his feminine thinking, he starts to get
He, in his feminine thinking, bro, where are you at?
involved in these things like
I
it's
told
really
you.
something meaningful. You heard me? I mean, come on, it's silliness. For example, why does a baller like to ride beautiful whips? To get a beautiful bitch. Let's be real here, man.
You were my wife and we were in church and you had a misunderstanding. You don't even need to ask the pastor, which you said that you've done before. You've even asked female pastors. You should wait till we get home in the privacy of our own home and say, Daddy, I did not understand what they said in Matthew or Corinthians.
Pause.
And then I'll
Please pause. Did that man just say you should wait till we get home and say, Daddy? Did he just say that?
Yeah.
Let me mute up and go warm up my food because, sir, who daddy are you? You look like you calling somebody daddy.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
I would say I'd be happy to break this down to you. Now, would you be submissive and obedient enough to listen to what I have to tell you? That's another story.
Do you see the insanity in this? First, this man
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You're triggered.
is talking about getting intercourse in exchange for a meal or for taking a woman out, calling women the B word and dehumanizing them. But then the next clip is him talking to a so-called Christian woman as a so-called Christian man, telling her that she shouldn't talk to her pastor for spiritual advice, but she should ask him only while calling him daddy. You really think that this man knows anything about morals, the Bible, or being godly? Talking about submission as if it were one-sided when the Bible says that men and women should submit to each other. Be for real. And that's why I say that these men are frauds. They are hypocrites. They are men that were unwanted, undesirable, and they were cornballs. So they know exactly the language to speak to other unwanted, undesirable cornballs in a way to run their pockets. Point blank, period. Look at these throwback pictures of Marquette. Okay, he was clearly a lame. Let's keep it a buck. He still is. Look at this.
There are only two ways to live. One, being irrelevant, living in the shadows. Or you can be man enough to step forward into the spotlight. If you were in the spotlight today, would you convey power or would you convey weakness?
Tell me you didn't cringe when you saw that. Honestly, a super internal cringe. Only a man that is severely lame would hit record and post that. And what's sad is that there are other lames like him in the comments gassing him up. But guess who was nowhere to be found? The ladies. And if there are any ladies somewhere that are into this man, I promise they either want to use him in some manner or they are a massive self-hating pick-me. Now, I go and look up this man's name and all I see is websites and Reddit articles calling him a scammer, as you see above, calling his website a scam. And I really honestly don't know anybody that could be shocked that this man is allegedly a scammer. He doesn't even stand on business with the things that he says. First, he's talking about running through women, treating women like playthings, having intercourse with them and whoever, whenever. Then he's talking about godliness and Christian women and purity.
Basically, he's a fraud. The guy's a fraud.
He's a fraud. Fake. He's a phony.
Yeah. He is definitely that. Definitely that.
Yes, why is seeking knowledge. They want them for each other. They want them for themselves. They always tell us, don't be listening to your single homegirl. She gonna keep you single. She gonna keep you single. And it's really the projection.
Yep.
They
don't want women warning other women about how men are. Those men are.
Mm-mm.
One more. Here we go.
Hello.
Are you ready, babe?
Yes, I'm about to step into some life.
Okay, you know the rules. I like that. He said he about to get into some light.
Yeah, I'm finna turn the camera on or my light on and stuff like that. I'm 24.
Wait. Before you start telling me all that, let me get in the middle. What's your name, babe?
Samaje.
What's your name?
Samaje.
Samaje, get in the middle. You're off to this. I need you to get in the middle of the camera.
I'm sorry, that's my
How do you spell your name?
Semaj, but it's a hyphen before the J to
So
make
it's
pronunciation.
Samaje?
Here's another one. Here's another one. Same, came from the same place. Probably listens to the Saint in the Sinner. Awkward as can be. Can't even keep his camera straight. You know. Yeah, it's Julie Wilson. Welcome, Julie, by the way. Julie Wilson says he might like dudes. I think they all, well, okay,
That's
let's
what,
break it down.
look, the contentions is we are saying the same thing. We've come into the same conclusion. They like the boys. What the man say, I'm delivered. I don't like men's no more. They like the men's.
Right. In fact, let me play this clip real quick.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
Okay. That's basically that.
Swallowed up. Yeah.
You know. Okay, let's see what this kid has to say. Here we go.
That's
Where
correct.
you from, Samaje?
Indiana.
How you say you're 24? What do you do for a living?
Upcoming entrepreneur. I deal with like the business side. Like my daddy, he got different opportunities, so I kind of like follow his pathway.
Well, what business? I mean, entrepreneurial means it could mean any business. What kind of
That means he's unemployed.
business
Yeah.
are you in?
He like sell shirts, clothing brands, stuff like that.
Okay. You have any children?
T-shirts.
No.
No kids. So Samaje, Indiana, 24, upcoming entrepreneur, no kids, never married, I'm assuming, correct?
That's correct.
What kind of woman are you looking for, love?
So
Baby, get into the middle of the camera now. I'm not feeling that well, so I can't repeat myself 17
I'm
times.
sorry, that's probably my setting. I just got the phone sitting up on the stand, so
You
I
have
don't
to
gotta
turn
hold it.
it more towards you because you keep going out of frame. So this is something.
Kendra is already getting irritated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, it's like she's like, look.
Got no job, just like his daddy.
I mean, the thing is that this is the problem. This is the problem is that Kendra has she has a great show. I love her show. I've been a fan of her show since it's been on YouTube. I didn't see it much on Facebook because usually when I'm on Facebook, I'm there to talk to my friends and stuff, and then I'm done, right? But YouTube I usually go to for entertainment, and she has a good show. The problem is that at the beginning, she wasn't getting a lot of men to want to step up and talk until the Manosphere found her. Now she's got enough men. The problem is the majority of them are from the Manosphere.
Okay.
Or they share that ideology. So that's why a lot of times she'll get a lot of awkward men on there. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice. Welcome, Phoenix Soul. Tommy, you ain't got no job. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, basically that's what's going down. And now she's kind of like, she's stuck really there, but we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously maybe some people in the background because she's got her new app going, which I'm glad she's doing what a lot of other dudes say they're doing. She's being very she is what is you could deem as a professional entrepreneur, where she's literally making productive moves. She's making money
Right.
doing that. Well, of course, she was on radio too,
Mhm.
but she's making those moves, and she very well could have been. To me, quite honestly, I think her next move is going to be doing something like a Wendy Williams thing.
Yeah, I was thinking you was gonna say that. I could see it definitely.
You know, I mean, it's worth a shot. I mean, I don't know where she got her fame from, whether it was from being you know, I mean, she wasn't married, but maybe a housewife of Atlanta or something like that. But, you know, she could mix the two together, I would think. I don't know. Let me stop being her business partner. I mean, her business manager. Play this damn tape. Here we go, folks.
I told you I'm getting better, but I have no energy to waste.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's just I don't want to really hold my camera, so I just kind of just set it up.
Well, you can't keep going out of the frame, okay?
Yeah, I understand that.
What kind of woman are you looking for?
Yeah, Indiana Mom, that's actually a good point. Looks like Kendra is getting burned out from a show. I've noticed that she's losing patience with the males a lot more often than in the beginning. Exactly.
Also, one more got something going for herself as far as like career, business wise. I'm not really into like
Baby,
it doesn't matter what
change
career.
the camera because I'm going to get frustrated. Change the camera where it's
Kendra, you already there.
moving. Because when you get close, you're coming out of the frame. So I need you to change the camera because I'm going to hang up because that's how short my patience is. Okay, this is better if you say it like this. What kind of woman you looking for?
A woman who got something going for herself.
You want a woman that got something going for herself.
Does it sound like he has a sock in his mouth or something?
No, sometimes people speak like that. It's not a peach impediment. It's just he sound like he's from the South or from Florida somewhere, or I don't know. So, you know, that's just how they talk.
Brina says he is special.
That's correct. No. You gotta have like standards for yourself. Carry yourself a certain type of way. Like a lady like.
So you
Wait a minute. He's in a wife beater with some worms coming out of his head, and he's trying to tell women how to be a lady. Wait a minute.
You almost made me choke on my
going for herself.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said you almost made me choke on my food talking about worms coming out his head. He looks a mess. Like, sir, he's young. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But if he's been watching Kendra and he knows her show, he should have practiced or at least had his camera set up already, clicked it beforehand, tried to make sure everything was okay. Because if you watch her, then you already know you need to be prepared. And he's not prepared.
Right. Exactly. And it's weird. This show is so weird. If you watch it, all the women, they got the background up, right, and they, you know, they're all in front of the camera, the lighting's all on point. And the dudes be like lying down in their bed, you know, with not enough light or in the dark or their cameras bouncing around. It's just kind of it's a cultural thing that seems to be coming out. It's like for some reason women today in our community are more prepared for success than men are. And then you can tell in little shows like this, show it, in my opinion, anyway.
Julie, I was thinking that he probably does need speech therapy, but I'm still lost back at the start line because she asked you, did you have a job? You said you was the entrepreneur. She said, what did you do? You said, my daddy has. You didn't say nothing about what job you got, but then you just named off a list of things you want this woman to be. You want her to have a good, you know, you want her to be, what does he say? Like he wants her to have drive and she got to have morals and values about herself. She got to be making good money. You ain't even making money, let alone good money.
Right. Henry says he might need to join Umar Johnson's School for Black Men, which doesn't exist right now.
I was just going to say, do it even exist?
Well, no, I haven't heard. I heard that he has a building, but I heard there's nobody in there because it's got some issues or something like that.
yourself like a lady?
Yes.
What are your deal breakers?
I'll say you can have kids, but no more than two. No more than 2 kids, I would say.
You can have kids, but
But
no more than 2.
That's correct.
Okay, that's correct. Okay, you can have kids, but no more than 2. Should she look a certain way?
I'm not really into I'm into face, but I'm more into personality, like characteristics.
You're into shape.
At least he said that much. I don't know if it means it, but you know, it's a start.
Right.
You're more into personalities.
Yes. Don't get me wrong, she could be beautiful and stuff like that, but I'm into how the way you carry yourself. What do you have going?
Okay, that's important to you.
Yeah, Julie Wilson. But imagine this young boy is going to get someone pregnant, or already have someone pregnant. I know he can't even take care of himself.
What's the age range you want? You're 80. You're 24.
I'll say anywhere from 23 to 27 and up.
23 to 27 and up.
Good point, Bridget. Yeah, that's why she needs to be making money, because he ain't gonna be making no money.
That's correct.
Should she be in Indiana?
Yes, preferably.
Okay, preferably.
I have a car, so it doesn't really.
Oh, you have a car?
Matter about Oh yes.
Should she make a certain amount of money?
For me, I would say between 34,000.
34,000 what? A month?
No, I would say preferably a month. I thought you meant like years.
Yeah, so you want
yearly.
She can make $4,000 a year?
Preferably anywhere between that range, as long as she can provide for herself and provide for what we have going on.
Wait, there we go. Provide for herself, provide for what we got going on. Why would
Paul said?
I'll let you break it down, because I think we think it the same. That's kind of weird.
No, I just said that's what he said. I want you to break it down, because I told you I'm still lost. The boy ain't got no job. How he want all of this? But somebody just said in the chat that she gonna need the money to take care of him.
Yep. That's what he's looking for. Because you wouldn't say anything like that if, provide for herself. Why? The point of a woman is this, because he wants a traditional woman. Let's just face it, he's going to probably try to go there. Traditional women get taken care of. Now, today, there's a modification where that's not necessarily where a traditional. Let me not even try to help them out at all. That's what these guys ask for. They ask for a traditional woman, but they ain't got no traditional money. You know?
Exactly. That's like saying you a gold digger and ain't got no gold.
Right. And then when that's the funny thing is, believe it or not, who these men call gold diggers are just traditional women that don't mind, what in their words, what they're calling traditional women, which is somebody who's going to stay at home, clean up and everything. They go out of work, they come back, meals ready, all that kind of crap, right? But they don't even want to, these dudes don't even want to do that. They don't even want to go out, earn all the money, and then bring it back home. If they bring it back home, it's to a shack. Like, it's funny, because the point of a woman wanting to get married to a man and being a traditional woman is that they get a house and a picket fence. These dudes don't even want to, they don't even want to give out the house. So that's a funny thing. They might get to me, it's dead. The whole traditional thing, as far as what these men are looking for, it's gone. They had their chance. They messed up in the 90s. They messed up in the 80s. They didn't want to provide back then. They're not providing but now. So those days are gone. So now they want to do they want to emulate doing a 50-50, but it doesn't even they can't even do that. I
Men
guarantee you.
always ask the woman, "What do I need you for?" I have multiple streams of income. One of my streams of income is cleaning houses. I
Right.
cannot tell you how many times I've gone in wealthy people, middle class people, and people that are not below, but right at the the lower class level. These women will have husbands in their house. I will be cleaning. And sometimes the wives, depending on how they like their house or how they feel about their house, they might be like trying to pre-clean, or they might be cleaning with me. That man is sitting there. I had a client, she was pregnant. She climbing on tables, and she was a chef. Her husband in the back, he's a painter, an artist. He's sitting in the back room, in an air-conditioned room, laying on his back. His friend came over, they did smoke some Zaza, and I'm telling her, get your tail off the damn table before you bust your butt and lose your baby.
Right.
And she trying to move stuff. She want me to get this, get that, and he just chilling. And it irritates me. I be wanting to like do a Solange on these men when I see that, because what's the use of me having a husband if I'm going to be doing things, moving furniture around, taking trash out? If I say, dear, I need you to do this, babe, I need you to do that, I expect you to do it, because when you're asking me, I'm going to make sure that it gets done.
Right.
So men are not giving no reciprocity. They're not bringing anything to the table, and they're projecting.
Well said.
A woman can go and get some eggplant, baby, any day of the week and still go about her business. A man, he just don't want to do right.
Right.
Not all men, but those dusties and those ones that just want to use and abuse, be gigolos and be so-called pimps. Iceberg Slim got taken out because that book that he wrote was not about his life. It was about other people's lives, and they told him, keep our names and our stories out your books. And they didn't, and he got taken out. So
the Rat Girl says,
you know
the
what I'm
Rat Girl
saying?
says this. They want submissive providers. That is so perfect.
Mm-mm.
You want a woman that has something going for herself, and the requirement is that she makes $2,000 to $4,000 a year.
What?
Yes. I don't really have.
$2,000 to $4,000 a year.
That ain't even cash assistance or EBT. They give you more than that.
What is he talking about?
That ain't even collecting cans and bottles a year.
Dude.
Mm-mm. Yeah, he young. He okay. So he said he was what, 24. His brain ain't even all of it developed. He a baby. He's still way behind the ears. Because he still got some learning to do.
Phoenix Soul says, I'm going to keep repeating it. Young man, your type is not made for procreation. You're made for work and war next. Why seek knowledge? Rat Girl. Wait, Rat Girl. AJ did not know, but no, I'm in Aaliyah's place. But no, then, yeah, here we go. Phoenix Soul, stop. LL got me over here cracking the F. No. Okay.
He's 24. My son is 25. My son he knows how to invest. He does coding. My other son, I told him before he graduated, he had to learn or know 10 trades to feed himself. So when he got out into the world, he would know how to feed himself. So This man has no hustle. And my sons will get up at 4:00 in the morning with me and go and sell baskets and jewelry and whatever. My sons have grind. I don't know. This boy talking about his father's an entrepreneur, and I ain't seen no entrepreneurship gold dream gene come out of his mouth. No, nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, the Rat Girl agrees. She says he's dumb. His age has nothing to do with it. It's not going to get better once the frontal lobe is set. That's true. It's true. And it's not just his speech, the way he speaks, because think about it like this. Biggie, he sounds a lot like Biggie did, but Biggie spoke a little bit more articulate. I'm not saying Biggie was a rocket scientist, but it just shows you, compares you to how slow, much slower this young man is.
Uh-huh.
And the young man wants to be picky about who he's with.
Right. That's why I'm discombobulated. I'm like, I don't get it. I'm scratching my head. Like, young man, first get you a job. Go down to the Piggly Wiggly, wherever you are, to the Walmart, to the Five Guys, whatever. Get you a little job. You're gonna find your little girlfriend there because y'all gonna be on the same pay level.
Right.
Okay. Then y'all gonna be on the same pay level, and then y'all can grind. But he gonna have to get some social skills.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna have to know and learn about reciprocity and knowing what a man is about. A man is supposed to be a provider and a protector. And first of all, you're not even requiring this woman to even make that much money. So that means that you ain't gonna be making no money. If she only gotta be making $2,000 a year, $2,000 to $4,000 a year,
Yeah. He can't even count. Julie says, I'm sorry, this boy was in class with 2 other people.
Yep. Julie, I have to agree. He needed an IEP.
Phoenix, so no more delusion. All males are not made for women. True. Bars. Work or war, young man. Bars. Yeah. He's I agree. The Rat Girl. My 20-year-old son makes 50 grand in his first job. Yeah. There you go.
Right. My older son is a chef, and my younger son, like I said, he's in school, but he does stocks and he's doing coding. So what?
Right. And then any mom, no excuse for him. At age 24, our son had already taken over the trucking business so his dad could retire. I mean, so the thing is that's what a lot of BMWs will do. They'll say, "Oh, he's just a young kid. He's just growing up," like they did with that Austin Holloman dude. The dude, I mean, really, quite honestly, it's you are who you're going to be at 24. Pretty much, you might, don't get me more wrong, you'll get a little bit more mature. You might handle things better, but at the same time, it is what it is. Let me play a little bit more. Here we go.
Have like a requirement, like it just. Oh man, give me 1 second.
Okay, there's 12 months. Let's just say 4,000. 4 divided by 12. So long as she makes $333 a month. Hold on, I don't have time. Okay. If the math is correct, he's okay with a woman. I use 4,000 instead of 2,000. As long as she makes $333 a month.
She is bad.
That ain't even enough for they little zooms and whams and going to the movies and all this stuff. Stuff is expensive.
Yeah.
He sounds like he from a small town, so maybe it's not as expensive.
Well, I just don't know. I just don't know where you can live at making $333 a month. And Kendra don't either. Jackie Gaines says, if you're enjoying the commentary, subscribe to the channel and set the notification bell to all so you'll know every time DJ Torch goes live. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you so much, Jackie. Here we go.
Okay. I also want to respond to something. Someone said, now that I have my app, and I don't like doing my shows. I think y'all just don't listen when I speak. I said at the beginning, I have been sick. And if you ever been sick and you worked when you were sick, then you understand how your energy is important. You don't have any energy to waste because you're already using enough energy to just fight through the work. So, no, I love my shows. What I don't love is repeating the same thing over and over again to grown ass people. That's what
She's pissed. She's pissed. I don't blame her.
I don't love. Now, when I'm not sick, I can do it a little bit longer and it doesn't frustrate me. But because I'm sick, saying the same thing over and over.
Phoenix Soul is right on point. She said he just lives with his mom and has never paid a bill in his life, so he don't know what anything costs. It's true. Bars.
That's the only way you could be. That's the only way he could be off this much. That's it. Actually, Phoenix Soul. That is just. There you go.
To an adult is very frustrating. So I think we always try to find a way to not just take responsibility for the truth. And the truth is, I love my shows, but no, I do not enjoy telling grown ass adults to do the same thing over and over again. Okay.
She should be more accurate, grown ass men. Because he doesn't have to. That's the thing.
There's a time when you get tired and exhausted of telling grown-ass people, have good life. Grown-ass people, stop driving while you're looking for love. Grown-ass people, sit still because we're trying to find you somebody. Maybe that's just the answer, people. Maybe that's just the answer. Goodness gracious. Let's keep going.
That was good. That was actually pretty decent. That was decent. I mean, really, quite honestly, she's basically telling what everybody doesn't seem to catch is that she's basically telling men to grow up.
We've been saying that for the longest, but when we say it, they don't want to hear it from us because they feel like they're men. Pow, pow, pow.
Right.
I'm pounding on my chest. I have a guy, that I was dealing with, and everything was basketball with him. Everything. Like, we having a conversation. He started shooting invisible hoops. He running through my apartment like he on the court. You in your 40s, sir. What are you doing?
Right.
Like, sit down. Like she said, sit down somewhere. It can't be all, ish and giggles all the time.
Exactly.
You got to think some things of substance. What are we about to do? Are we, what property? I'm the type of person, I'm looking for islands. I'm looking for land. I'm looking for, livestock. I'm looking for bigger and better things to bless people and bless my family and leave a legacy. I don't got no time for a man or anyone for that matter, but mainly a man to be trying to be on a lower level. What are your goals and aspirations? And even if you don't know, I'm one to tell a man in a minute, you better take it to the Lord. Mm-hmm. You better go ask God. You better go fast. You better go fast and talk to the Lord. But they don't want to do that. But then they want to get all in our stuff and worry us to death. And then we got to go take it to the Lord. And God just be like, I don't know why you with him. I just give him to you. They have to mature. I know men has always been biologically, males have always been, slower than us. Young boys used to be slower than young girls, but it comes to a certain point where we should be neck and neck, and we should be very involved in our lives, what we're learning. You mean to tell me that all of these men only have read Pimp? Heck, ask them, any of them, have they even read The Spook That Sat by the Door or anything else to manipulate somebody out of something that is precious to them for your gain so that you can go floss to another man like Olivia Lawson turned out? Don't give him your money. He's finna buy a brand new Seville.
Right.
Olivia, go back home to your family. You don't hear them calling you? This man is using you. And then you laugh about it And it's funny, but then it ain't funny when your daughters, when it happened to your daughters. Now you ready to fight. Now you ready to go smoke somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Karma
Play a little
is a
bit more of this
mean
right here.
something.
We'll play a little bit more of this. Let's see what this. I'm just gonna give this a couple minutes, see if it goes somewhere. Here we go.
You ready? Turn on your volume.
Now I'm gonna see if he's any better than the other guy.
I'm all good.
All right, what's your name, baby?
You can call me Cruz for now.
Cruz, where are you calling us from?
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Do you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids. What you do for a living?
I'm a data engineer.
A data engineer?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give him this much. He's much better groomed than the other guys that we've gone through so far. And he's articulate, and it seems like he has a good job. We'll see here in a minute. I think I see some dust on his fan, but that I'm just gonna let that go. Maybe he's not at his his own home. Who knows?
So Cruz, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yes, ma'am.
No kids, data engineer. How old are you?
27.
27. What's your zodiac sign?
I don't really go by signs, but I think it's Virgo, September.
Okay, well, if you don't go by it, we won't talk about it. We got Cruz, Knoxville, Tennessee, 27, no kids, data engineer. I'm assuming you've never been married.
No.
What kind of woman you looking for?
It's kind of rough. So I'm originally from Jamaica, so I recently moved here like 2 years ago. I think the dating scene here is much different. Like everyone wants to have fun, and that's fine. But in terms of serious, just someone that knows where they're going. They have their priorities in check. Of course, we're going to have fun, but yeah, just standing on business, I would say.
Standing on business, you would say. Okay.
And if anyone see these rings, that's my right hand. These add weights to me type.
What's the difference in dating here compared to Jamaica?
It's a lot more unserious person here, I would say. Ladies, let me just be specific.
Well, women feel like the men aren't serious. You feel like the women aren't serious?
I would say that. I mean, the women, they want to have fun.
Well, maybe they're just not serious with him.
No, I think what it is that he controls them women and misuse them women in Jamaica, and them American women that he been trying to holler at ain't going for it. That's what I think.
That's a great observation.
He gets to run amok in Jamaica, and out here, them American women is like, nope, don't think so.
Fun too, but more on the serious route. It's kind of hard to find that.
He said it's hard to find a serious woman. How long you been in America
That's just simply untrue.
for?
Well, I've been traveling extensively for years, but like living a little over 2 years.
Okay. All right. So what are your deal breakers besides not a serious woman?
I don't really put parameters on deal breakers. It's really because everyone is different. I'm dynamic. I'm flexible with that. It's just about meeting the person, just getting to know them.
Okay, getting to know them. Should she look a certain way?
I prefer someone with physical appearances. I don't want to wake up to her.
You don't want to wake up? Someone that you could wake up to, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He started out articulate, but he's starting to crumble a little bit. It's harder to understand now for some reason.
Okay.
It's a big
So
Jamaican
basically,
Is his accent?
It's his patois that he's using, but at the same time, like I was gonna marry a Jamaican man 2 years ago, and I met him 4 years ago, and so I just told him, I told him, I was like, we should get married. I was like, because I'm about to buy this land, you sitting on 2 football fields of land, and we both single. Why just be looking at each other? And you already told me to come check you. That man was, I'm trying to get content for y'all to post on my pages. He telling me walk beside him and look up, and he want me to wait for him while he chit-chatting with friends out on the street. I'm trying to get content in these stores because, you know, a lot of stores don't want you to film. I'm trying to be incognito. He done called me from a phone instead of walking in the store, DJ Torch, to find me. My phone rings. I'm like, who is this number? Of course, it's a Jamaican number. So I'm like, yeah, where did you go? I said, I'm in the store. Why you not wait for me? I said, I'm gonna have to wait for you. Negro. So now I'm talking patois back to him because, sir, who you talking to? So I done cussed him all out. I go get food, and then his sister come in the doggone thing. And she, me Willie brother, sister. So I was just like so irritated. And I called up the wedding, and I was like, please. I did not come from America to be trying to get controlled by a man. You can take you and that land and shove it where the sun don't shine. How about that? Then you still gonna be single.
So the real him came out.
Yeah, because first he kept pressuring me, you know, for XEX. And I was like, boy, we about to be married in a couple of months. You better wait. Like, nope, nope, and no. And then on top of that, like, he would do stuff like he lived up the road and, you know, he would do little things and I'll be like, all right, you know, it's time. Don't come or call me today. He'll come knock on the door. He done went fishing in the damn ocean, got fresh fish, because he know I like to eat. Fresh fish, fresh fruit, cereal, all the things that I want. But I'm like, I don't want to deal with that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it can't flow, I don't want it. Because I've been through enough. And I just want to be if I have a mate and a companion at this stage of my life, I want us to be comfortable and have an understanding. Because sometimes I don't bother. And I know sometimes you may not want to be bothered, but the controlling and the innuendos and the definitely trying to tell me what to do, what I'm on this island and I've been here 16 years, coming here 16 years by myself. That ain't gonna work for me.
I hear that.
Wake up to?
I don't think that's much to ask.
No, I don't think it's much to ask. I don't think so. What about money? Should she make a certain amount of money?
No, I do. Okay, so I'm good with that. I don't think any real man should be concerned about that in a sense.
No man, no real man should be concerned about that. Let me ask you this. Could she have kids?
I guess that's one of my deal breaker. No kids.
Because you have no kids, correct?
Right, no kids.
You want her to be in Tennessee?
It doesn't matter. I travel a lot. I travel almost every other weekend. So.
Okay. All right, Cruz. Let's do the Kendrick Cam.
What's that? Do I just get up and just?
You stand up and we see your full body.
Okay. Does that work? Sorry, I've been working from home all day.
Because if you move back a little bit, the gesture is to see, like, get a gauge of height and all that stuff. Okay. All right.
I don't know. Does that work?
I think we're good. Okay. Cruz, when was the last relationship?
Serious relationship, maybe over a year now.
Over a year. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I prefer not to say that over internet.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
That was last night.
What's that?
More than likely, huh? Yeah.
Jamaican men are highly possessive and highly sexual.
3 flaws you have to work on.
I think I'm a little judgmental and
Yep. What I'm telling you.
There we go.
I'm really a loner, so I'll shut down a lot and not communicate.
Okay, so now it's starting to leak out. Now we're finding out why he's single.
Is always a factor. I'm an overthinker as well, so I think.
So he's speculative.
Which means that he gonna drive himself crazy, deflecting, or drive yourself crazy, imagining you being with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and you ain't doing nothing but minding your own business.
Phoenix Soul says, "Why is he playing in our face? He likes the eggplant."
He about to
That's
boy.
3 things there.
You overthinker as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
I don't know about being lucky because we're all flawed, but I could say why a woman which would want to be with me. Someone that's trying to achieve great things, having a well-balanced life and family.
Metal Heart says, "Not him telling on himself."
Dry
Really?
snitching.
Yeah, he dry snitches. All right.
And just looking someone to go on the journey of life with, being serious, no fun.
Okay. Now, what's the age range you would date Cruz? You're 27.
Right. I prefer within my age range or older, not younger. I don't think. Kind of one that's a fan of older ladies. So yeah.
Say one more time.
I'm a fan of older ladies. Within my age group is fine as.
Oh, okay. Now, did he just say
Okay,
he's fine? He's
what happened to him? I'm about to tell you. He had some white woman come from either America or somewhere else, turn him out. She was giving him money, buying him big things in Jamaica, and he had a sugar mama. And that's why he likes older women. Now, this could have been a black woman, a more mature black woman, because they do go out to the islands and experience those men. But yes, the white women, that's their delicacy, is to go to Jamaica and they buy them Xboxes and all type of stuff like that.
so he's Mr. Waiting to Exhale.
Yes, exactly. And we know how that turned out.
Right.
He liked eggplenty.
That's right. Welcome, Tomas. Here we go.
As well, just someone mature. I'm not putting any parameters on that or specific numbers.
All right. He said he likes older women. We got some paid questions for you. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this was from the last person, actually. No, that was for the last guest. All right, so I think we might be good. We got Cruz, Knoxville, Tennessee, 27. He likes older women. No kids, no women with kids. I'm assuming you want kids.
Welcome, Tanya.
Data engineer. He said he wants a serious woman. He's from Jamaica, and he's finding there's not a lot of serious women in America.
Raquel, he wants a beard for his beard.
Oh, there is a question for you. Past Pearls 23 says, many Jamaican men have a stigma of being womenizers and being very promiscuous. What is your position on this, as well as monogamy in a relationship?
So I've been at that stage before. I think we all go through that stage.
Let's play it over again.
Very promiscuous. What is your position on this, as well as monogamy in a relationship?
So I've been at that stage before. I think we all go through that stage, especially as men, where we want to just have fun, whatever we're young.
So basically what he's doing, he's trying to soften the blow by saying that all men do this. When really it's he's doing it. And that's why he's single at 28, because he played other women instead of being serious when they wanted to be serious.
Yeah, and he lost out on some good women.
Exactly. So he's acting like women in America aren't serious, but basically he's the player. He's the one doing the player, and he's just projecting at the end of the day.
And he might be in his karma too.
Yeah.
Now you looking for love and can't find it, when the love you had was right there and you ignored it. You rejected
that's
it.
if he was really looking for love. I think he's saying he's looking for love, but I think he did.
Him looking for some poom poom. That's what he's looking for.
Yeah, pretty much. Tanya Sweat says, "Why is Shaggy Mr. Lover is playing in my head.
Mr. Lover.
Isn't that
Mr. Bombastic, kind of fantastic.
Oh, okay. I remember that. That was a jam back in the day. That was a jam back in the day. Play that behind some Shabba Ranks.
Yeah, yes.
Mr. Loverman, whatever that was. But
Shabba.
Shabba.
So I do agree somewhat, especially within the Jamaican culture, that that stigma is actually true with being a womanizer.
Dang. So he admitted it. Wow, okay.
We pass through that stage as men, I would say, in general.
Pass through?
Me specifically.
How many of y'all stay there?
Most definitely.
You know?
They be stuck like they
Like you passed through that stage already?
I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button. Go ahead.
I said they be stuck like they in quicksand.
It's true that. True that. Mel, champion lover knows he's up tonight.
Oh, hey.
Welcome, Mel.
Yeah, I'm past that.
He said he passed through that stage. Okay.
I would not be on this show if I was in that phase.
He said he would not be on
Oh, please. Oh, come on. Brother, please. I want to say something else, but I'll say brother.
So if he was in that phase. Sophia said, Cruz, you seem like a catch. What is your age cap? Best of luck, engineer, fit, and no kids. So she likes you, but wants to know, you said older women, but what is the oldest?
Well, I wouldn't want to say just older women. I would not put a specific number on it. I'm just saying someone that's mature. I'm not.
Would you date you're 27. Would you date a woman that's 40?
No, maybe 35 max.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're trying to get to.
Yeah.
So 35 is the maximum age.
Right.
Okay, 35 max. That's what she was trying to get at. All right, this one said, Lavia said, because he is well-spoken and not acting crazy, they are calling him gay. The cousins are miserable. He is fine and my age.
I wouldn't say that. The thing is that he has kind of, I don't know, mannerisms. It's like we speculated on his eggplanty vibe. So
right.
There's just something that gives away, that. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, that's what I realized here. Like being well spoken, or
And it has nothing to do with being well spoken.
Nope.
Denzel Washington is very well spoken, and nobody ever thought he was eggplanty.
Nope. Now Maxwell, on the other hand,
right?
Think he's eggplanty. We don't know. I think it's still a mystery to everybody. Like, is he or isn't he?
Right.
But when you get on that stage and perform, it's he's definitely eggplanty. Because he got Megan Thee Stallion knees.
Really?
Yeah, he on the stage doing that kind of stuff.
Damn.
maybe just grooming yourself, you're considered gay in this country. I don't know. In where I'm from, it's like a plus that a man is taking care of himself. So
well, let me tell you something.
I'm fully straight. So
right.
And I do get my pedicures and manicures just to add on to that list. I'm fully straight.
Yeah, I mean, I actually feel sad for the women who never met straight men that come across this way. It really, I mean, it speaks more volume of the woman that says you're gay than the actual person. Because to me, I just feel bad that you never met men who don't come across as aggressive or I don't know what the non-gay side.
I guarantee you, he has a mean side. But let me put it, Metal Heart says this. They made documentaries about old Caucasian women going to third world countries to solicit sex. If y'all thought passport bros were a problem, but they don't publicize Caucasian women doing it. I don't know why. Bars.
Yeah, every time.
Here we go.
Right, there's non-gay signs, but what's so crazy is sometimes the non-gay signs they be gay.
Exactly. So
sometimes the men that y'all think, and it's happened a few times where I was very surprised. So, at the end of the day,
He never. You know what's funny? Well, no. Okay, he did say he's straight. Okay.
for a woman that is not used to a man that can be as your nature and not be gay, I feel bad for that woman,
Yeah, and plus me a Jamaican, me a yard man. We not do them things that like a cultural strong, straight.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Just
I'm not
because
gonna deep dive into that.
Still have them body boys out there, and them still having things that where the body boys run free. So him just saying that do not play out there in Jamaica, but them still have men running free and doing the same thing there. So it's two ways still.
Yep. Wait, Mel says this. Why won't they just admit that they're poor D control and maniacal. Sorry, I butchered that. Ways, their egomaniacal ways, why they struggle the most in relationships. Bars. Yeah, because it's really, quite honestly,
and she said especially romantic ones, and it's true.
Yeah. Because let's face it, he already took the cat out of the bag when he said, oh yeah, we go through that phase. So it's not like he's, in his 30s or 40s, right? Where you can say that. So he's still in that phase.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Conversation, but we'll leave it at that.
But he's trying to pretend, he's trying to fool people. He's not, but he's
exactly.
Are you on the Kendrick singles dating app?
That goes down in Jamaica.
Yep.
No, I'm not. I'm not even someone that does online dating like that.
Well, you have to be online dating. You call me.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, another hypocrite. For some reason, these guys get on here and say, "Oh yeah, I don't want anybody from from social media," and they be on social media searching for them.
Exactly.
Yep. Phoenix Soul confirmed. He's still in that phase. Yep.
Yep. Make it make sense.
And then they get mad when you read them.
Oh, definitely. And then also, I noticed, like with my ex, I know that you can be raised by a woman or by women, and you can have some type of feminine ways or whatever. But if I get to seeing your wrist, or you calling me girl one too many times,
right?
No, something's going on. Something's going on.
Yeah, he comes off to me as a sexual opportunist.
Yes.
So here's how it works. These ladies like you, but you need a profile on the app. What kind of phone do you have?
I got an iPhone.
All right, so you gotta go to the App Store, type in Kendrick G Singles, and create your profile so the women could reach out to you that like you. Would your name be Cruz on the app?
Yeah, I'll be the same as all my social media platforms. It should be cruz.ja. If that name is not taken already.
Well, the name Cruz is not taken right now.
Yeah, so I'll do cruz.ja. That's all my social, basically.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, you keep download the app, set up your profile so they can reach out to you.
All right, no problem. Much love.
All right, bye, babe. Type in Cruz on the app and you'll be able to find them like that, ladies. Make sure now, again, I want to also say this. Preferences have been corrected because everybody wants to make sure that only people that they like can like them back. So if you put women of a certain age and a certain distance, only those ladies can like your profile. I suggest you keep the distance open if you're open-minded to dating women outside of Tennessee.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. All right, bye, babe.
All right, bye.
Kendrick.
Okay, so I wanted to make sure that Kendrick got her promotion.
What's going on?
What's up, Triple?
I sneak attack you. You know what I'm saying? I see you on live. You've been on live for a while. Word. But anyways,
Triple, can
man.
I ask you something?
What's that, man?
Have you had a few?
Yeah, I had a few, so it can be
Okay.
interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So how you doing tonight?
Chilling, man. The thing about it is, why do you pander so hard? Just ask that question.
Okay. You want me to answer?
Yeah, 100.
Okay. I actually don't. It's just I'm very, very disappointed in how we are managing our community. And I'm talking about us men. We're not doing
But you're a
it
male. I
100.
mean,
You
think
want to
about
wait
it.
till I'm
You're
done?
all right.
You know, um, we're we got a lot of work to do, bro, and we're not doing that work. So
Can I ask a question?
go for it.
Do you think the behavior of the women, like in general, is becoming?
Well, okay. Let me ask you this: who causes the most mayhem in our communities, women or men?
Women.
Okay, so let me pop out some numbers. Mel, Mel, you guessed it. Okay, let me break it down like this. I'm going to be real cool about this too. Okay, who is more incarcerated in our communities, women or men?
The men.
Okay, who causes the most crime in our community, women or men?
The men.
Okay, who pews the most and does the most deletions in our community, women or men?
No, it's the men.
Okay, so it's clear that if the men improved, the community would improve, correct?
That's very true.
Okay, do men have control over the community or do women have control over the community?
Women have control of the community.
Why do you feel they have control in the community?
They have control of who's born.
Wait, say it one more time. You dropped out.
They have control on who's born.
Okay, for some reason, I guess you dropped out a little bit.
Then we
They
have
have
control over who's born.
no. Hold on. I mean, okay. All right. Go ahead. Do you?
So I guess my point is this: is that if I think if men handled their business, if we handled our business, then the community would improve the most. And the best way to really basically improve relationships is to make people feel safe. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I would agree. But let me ask you a question. Yeah, George.
Sure.
Do you watch sports?
All the time.
Okay. All right. Who is to blame when the team is horrible? The coach?
The coach. The coach.
Okay. So if you have majority of the coaches a certain gender, who should get majority of the blame?
Wait, say that one more time.
Majority of the coaches are a certain gender. So should the coach get majority of the blame? I'm gonna reframe it.
Yeah. Yeah. The coach should get majority of the blame. Yes.
So That being said, most black men are being raised in single mother households. So using
Okay,
that same logic,
can I pause it for 1 second?
go ahead.
How did that household get to the point where it was raised by a single mother? What happened?
No, we're just like going with facts and stuff like that. Now
Okay.
that's nuanced. That's a nuanced concept. That's a nuanced concept that we can explore. But the bare bones about it is when you have single mother households, which the black community has a larger majority of single mother households. Do those numbers look like, I mean, reflective? Do they look good or bad? Just answer that question.
The numbers are bad. And how did they get to become single mothers?
All right, let's just blame it on the men. Let's blame it on the men.
The
I mean, we
mothers
don't
didn't
have.
leave. The
Let's
mothers
let's
didn't
blame.
leave the
No, no,
father.
no, 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 no,
The
no,
mothers
no.
didn't leave their kids.
I agree with you guys.
Left the
I
women
agree
and
with you
the
guys.
fathers left their
Let
children
blame
most
it.
of all. So that
Let's
is why they're single mothers and kids that are fatherless, because the men that procreated with those women chose to go elsewhere and do whatever they wanted to do and not stand up and be accountable for the children that they procreated. Nobody tells you to ejaculate in a woman if you don't want to procreate. Your sperm is used specifically for procreation, nothing else. Nothing else. Your penis is used for pleasure. Your sperm is only used to procreate. And when you ejaculate in a woman, you are taking full accountability that you are making a child with that woman, and you are taking full accountability of being a man and being responsible whatever comes after that, regardless if she has a child or if she doesn't. But if she does, you are held accountable for your actions for shooting up the club
let
that
me
night, those nights.
no. Let me ask you a question. Does accountability work in one direction?
How is that woman gonna take accountability when she's taking care of her
No,
kids?
no,
And
no, no. I just asked you a question.
she's a
Answer.
mother
No,
and
no,
she's taking care of her
no, no.
kid. What accountability
Answer.
is there to take?
Oh, no,
I
no.
answered that
Let's,
question. You're not
oh, no,
listening.
no, no.
I just
You
answered your
didn't answer
question.
that question. No, hell
I
no. You
did.
didn't answer that question. No,
You
hell
said,
no. You
why is
deflected.
accountability one-sided?
No,
Where
I
is
didn't
the
say why.
accountability for
I
the
said
woman?
no. I asked you a specific question. Is
What?
accountability in one direction? Yes or no?
In this case, yes, it is. Because you're saying single mothers. Do you hear what you're saying? Single mothers. It's not single fathers. If you was talking about single fathers, then okay, we can get what you're saying. But the woman never left the man left the woman. You have no argument, sir. You have no argument. You think you're doing
You're
your big one
no.
right
You're
now. You're
super.
doing the
No,
men
you're
and
emotional.
injustice.
You're
You're
emotional.
no, sir.
No,
Let me tell you something. I'm very
you're emotional.
intelligent and
No,
never, ever, ever,
I
ever
didn't question your
put some
intelligence. I
respect
just
on
questioned.
every woman, even including your mama. Go ask your mama. Go talk to your mama and have a little talk with your mama. And if she was a single woman or knew a single woman, ask her, did she ever leave that
Okay,
relationship?
no, hell no. I'm gonna walk you the fuck down.
You're not finna walk nobody
No,
down,
no,
sir. You're
I'm gonna
not
walk
finna
you
walk
down.
Hold on, hold
I'm gonna
on,
nobody
walk
hold
you
down.
on,
down.
hold on,
What's
hold
wrong with
on,
you?
hold on. Okay. I'm gonna let Deontay, welcome Deontay to the stage. Give us some input. And let
Hey,
yeah,
DJ.
Deontay, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay. I just happened to run across this live. But I just wanted to say something. Now, accountability, we do put a lot of the accountability weight on the women because they're the ones that raise the children. I do think that it's 50-50 at the point of conception. I mean, we're both laying down together and making this decision to do this. Well, we talked about this before, whether it's contraceptives, whatever's going on. But obviously, it's a woman's body and her choice. Once the child is here, it has to be taken care of. Now, I do think that I said in the comments earlier that I think the improvement is actually starting now. If you really look around this country, the last few years, there are a lot of men who are black men who are starting to become more conservative. Especially the older guys, the ones that are 30 and up. We're not really into all of this ratchetness, how it's getting out of control. You saw the BET Awards, which is out of control. It was like a strip show that was sponsored by not Paramount, but Viacom. Uh, it's just it's not doing anything for us. It's the whole baby mama culture and baby daddy culture. That's terrible. We were talking the other day about marry before you carry, because you and the person who you're having a child with are committing to each other. Y'all can commit to each other. So y'all can definitely have a child with each other. Now, obviously, don't mean y'all gonna have a perfect union in marriage. Anything can happen. But at least the commitment was there in the beginning. When you have a child with somebody who you didn't even commit to, then you done created a lifelong contract with them with this child, and they just don't want to deal with it. And there's men out here who are having sexual pleasure, taking it to the max because it gives them more pleasure mentally and emotionally to say, I'm about to have a baby with you, but when it comes here, they want to run from it. I'm sorry for being long-winded, but it's just so much that goes into it. But I just to make it simple, I do think that there needs to be a 50-50 two-way street of accountability when it comes to making the child. Now, once the child is here, I mean, obviously, 70-80% of the time, the woman is raising it on her own, and that's unfair to her. But at the same time, she still has to create the results. So it's almost like a catch-22.
Okay, let me interject for a second, and then I'm going to pass it over to Indiana Mom and Why is Seeking Knowledge. Okay, so do you believe that the man should be the leader of the house?
Yes, especially in the world that we live in. I mean, because every other group, the man is the leader of the house, and you're not gonna.
Okay, so then if we were the leader of the house, it can't be 50-50 then.
No, I'm talking about, okay, what I mean by conception, I mean when a man and a woman decide to have sex, right? This is the part right here. Unless it's a forceful situation where a man is forcing himself on a woman, which 98% of the time, that's not the case. It's a consensual sex that we're having. She knows she's not on birth control. He knows he don't have a condom. She knows she's not taking any plan B. They both know that they're not about to do anything to stop what can happen.
Okay, why doesn't a man's leadership start from the beginning when you start having sex? Why doesn't the man take the lead and take responsibility? You see what I'm saying?
You're right. But this is the part where we're at. There has to be a point where you can't just say, and I'm not talking about you specifically, but you can't just say, well, if the man is up here having not using a condom, so he shouldn't have sex at all. So that means that they're on the other side, it's a sex crazed woman who can't help herself no matter what. I don't think that's what's going on. They both know what they're doing in that situation. Like, this is something that it's really hard to really talk about because we try to have a logical conversation about something that becomes illogical. We all been in those moments before when it's time to get it going with the opposite. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to have sex, logic goes out the window a lot of the time. You don't even care. You know,
No, but
especially when it's
I mean, I think what DJ Torch is saying that somebody should be absolved of any accountability when they're absent-minded, and then one person is, present-minded. I mean, I can be wrong.
I mean, let's think about it like this. A lot of an aspect that we're not thinking about is also that a lot of baby mamas are like 13, 14, and 15. And they were made baby mamas by grown men.
Now you're gaslighting.
Not really.
You're
It's
gaslighting.
No, he's
You
not.
are. You're gaslighting. You're gaslighting.
Wait, have you looked at the stats? I think, you know,
So you're saying that
I think I'm
most
gonna hand it over to Indiana Mom and Why Seeking Knowledge.
no, you didn't have an argument. So
Thank you,
now you're
DJ George.
gaslighting.
This is another form of deflecting. I mean, we get this all the time. It just kind of never ends. The narratives that come
Okay, let
from
me ask you a
men like
question.
this is always the same. I mean, they never cease to keep repeating the same things over and over and always absolve the men of any type of responsibility or anything, but they want the big piece of chicken all the time. They want to run the house and be king and leader of everything. But then when you try to put any responsibility on them, they always deflect and try to lump everything. Then they want to throw everything back. I mean, this is no surprise. Nobody listening here is surprised by anything. I'm definitely not. But it just comes in little different voices and things like that. So go ahead and spill it, brother. We done heard it a million times. Then get your virgin some more. I got popcorn. That's what I was doing while I was waiting.
Hell no. I mean,
Go ahead.
This is a
We done
gaslight.
heard it. Yeah, define gaslight. Define it. Spell it too. We'll all be sharp.
Oh shit.
Well, like
No,
eighth grade English level that a black man's at. Bring it.
I mean, do you agree that most men want to date women that within their age range? Yes or no?
The studies say most men want to date somebody younger than them because they just like animals, like National Geographic. When they go for the hunt, they go for something older and that they can catch and something young. We just got through watching a dating show to do. Oh yeah, I'm gonna look older than me because she already settled. She got money there, or they want something young that's too dumb to realize the game that they bringing on them. And men, just like every other animal, they do animal type things in pursuit. Same way. Like you ain't nothing that you gonna tell me I ain't heard. Go on, but like I said, we got popcorn. We done all heard these things. Same talking point. Same thing. Go ahead.
Is it nature?
Ain't nothing we ain't heard. Yeah, if you want to be primitive and do on animal nature like that, we've watched it. We watched you do it, and that's why you raise your fist and gotta hit women. That's why we dying every 6 hours. Every 6 hours. But at y'all hands, check the studies.
Thank
you. Nobody, right? That's what, check the studies, because y'all primitive like animals. You don't have any social skills to solve problems. You got to use your damn hands. Like an animal. We might as well be watching National Geographic messing with y'all.
Neanderthal. It's Neanderthal.
Come on now. We got to evolve. Y'all the only men that choose not to damn evolve. Don't no other race of women giving birth to they damn killers. We giving birth to our murderers.
Exactly.
And then y'all sitting over here come on gaslighting this thing. Thank you. Okay, listen. Okay, you gonna use that? That's the wrong time to make a floss. That's the wrong flex, man. That's the wrong flex for your argument. Ain't even smart enough to know that that's not a flex. You're not even smart enough to know that's not a flex, my man.
No, I'm smart.
Not a flex. Go totally against your argument. Go totally against you, and you are not running yours because you don't have nothing credible to say out of it.
I mean,
nothing credible to say out of it. You know, you go. That's your opinion. Like your asshole, you got one of them. That's an opinion, man.
Okay, let me.
Tired of bringing this weak stuff. Yeah, I'll let y'all cool down for a minute. Yeah, whatever. That's what your mouth say, man. You are nothing. You and your whole clicking group. That's why we got this show right now, man. I'm done with this mess. I'll chill down for a minute. Whatever. No, you are hurt. You and your whole how black men are looked at. Cops can't even get close to you. Want to take you out on the impression that y'all made on how everybody feel about how y'all operate. This is embarrassing. The weight that y'all put on good men. Yeah, and your mammy. Shut up.
All right, let's let Indiana Mom chime in. Indiana Mom.
Hello. This isn't really my thing because I'm already treated like a princess and I don't do 50-50, and it's been like that for over 30 years. But what I would like to say is that DJ has a following of educated, intelligent, articulate women. And I've noticed, sir, that when a man is speaking, you stay quiet. But when a woman speaks, you interrupt and cut her off. And what I would like to see as an elder, that you give the same courtesy and respect to the women that you do to the men. And I'll go on mute with that and hang out in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Indiana Mom.
No, she's not equal. Go on her.
Triple Black, can I ask you something?
Yes, no. Go ahead.
Okay. Would it be safe for me to assume that you're smashed right now?
I mean, you're using like ad hominem attack, but yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'm a little soft.
Okay.
It's going.
So let me ask you this. I mean, I understand it's a Saturday night. And it's probably late where you are, but would you want, I think everybody else here on the channel, including Deontay and I, we're not smashed. So don't you think that maybe you should, if you want to make a point, that maybe you shouldn't be smashed if you want to come from a position of strength?
No, you're right. I mean, you're right about that. No, you're absolutely right about that. But let's just call it what it is. If that is your perspective, just say that's his perspective. Like
Okay.
a guy that's
Let me ask you
mad.
something one more
Nah, I
time.
mean, but you can't make it gospel though.
Okay. So Triple, let me ask you this. Do you believe you have a alcohol consumption problem?
Yeah, I do.
He got to hide from reality, DJ, on every level. Listen at this man. This a leader. This your leader.
No.
Somebody gonna be subservient to this. This what we talking. Come on, man.
What I mean,
Can't hold a valid argument.
Triple, the
let me
point.
ask you a question.
This the leader.
Okay, Triple, hold on for 1 second. Triple,
Yeah.
the thing is that you're not an outlier. You're a regular guy. We've been speaking for at least a year. So it's not the problem is that if not a stable household has to be run by a stable man. Unfortunately, many times it's run by a stable woman because the man is not stable. And you have to understand is that you're not ready to run a household, because if you're getting smashed by yourself, that's not showing leadership. Because if you get smashed and you want to be the leader, then you're telling your wife, well, okay, your wife is going to get smashed. You see what I'm saying? Then nobody's running the household. So that I'm just a bit concerned. I mean, I'm a bit concerned that, believe it or not, it's like, I don't know whether it's because you say, oh shit, I'm going on DJ channel, so let me get smashed before I get on there because it's going to be some, or do you do this all the time? Because this is a problem that women have, is this exact right now. I'm not saying you're a bad dude or none, but I'm saying if you want women to be per se submissive, how can they be submissive to somebody who doesn't even know how to control themselves?
Do you really want me to answer that question? Yes or no?
As PG as possible.
Okay. No, women, they do the same thing. I mean,
what kind of women you mess with?
I know, but you know what? You see, she's showing interest right there.
Wait, okay, so let me ask you this. Well, I mean, do you want to be respected?
Yeah,
Mhm.
100.
Okay.
But
If you want
I
to be
mean,
respected, if you want to be respected, shouldn't you be behaving in a way that's respectable?
Exactly.
I mean, okay. The woman that's talking, you don't think I'm respectful?
Well,
You
you're
weren't to me.
plastered.
You
I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, hey,
you weren't
don't
respectful
cross your
to me.
nuts. Don't cross your nuts. Don't cross your nuts. I mean, just let me talk to her. You
You
know what I'm
broke
saying?
them.
I mean,
You
it's
were
okay. It's
very
like this. It's
disrespectful to
like this,
women.
Triple. I'm going to try to break it down even deeper. Okay, it's okay to. I mean, this panel is for critical views and whatnot. But how can you criticize somebody else who has more control over their life, their body, and their mind?
I mean, it's not even that. I mean, this is what you
Why
want,
not? Why
though.
is it not even that? Exactly.
This is what you want. This is what you want. That's. I mean, that's
Who
just like.
told you that?
It's like. I mean,
That's what
like
I
you doing.
want.
I mean,
You saying I
you
want
doing all that
you or
pandering.
I'm flattered, but my focus is
And
on you
delusional too.
business.
Yeah,
I'm
nah, this is what you
flattered
want.
that you would think that I
And
want for you.
delusional.
What I want for you would honestly listen, brother. What I want for you is to be healed. I want for you to be blessed
Mm-hmm.
in your mind, your body, and your
Mm-hmm.
spirit,
I mean, don't
so
be
that
so
you
focused
can
on
be a
me.
blessing to your
Hey,
legacy. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
hey,
I
DJ,
speak life
come
into
on,
you,
man.
not
Hurry up
death.
now.
How old
They
are
have
you,
a good
young
point.
man? How old are you, young
I
man?
mean, what? I mean, why you? I mean, why you asking questions like that, man? I mean,
I'm
you
asking
don't fuck
questions
with
like
me. You
this.
don't fuck with me.
Well,
You
you
don't fuck
don't
with
know
me.
me and you disrespected me earlier. Do you
I
know
know,
that
but
I'm a grown woman, probably could be your mother, and the way that you spoke to me was very disrespectful? My
It's
sons
I
don't
always
know,
go
been
but
around
crazy.
speaking to men to women like that.
no,
My
I'm
sons
I'm I'm
make sure
40.
that
I'm
women are protected.
43. I'm
Well, you
43.
are
Triple.
if
What?
you're 43 and you
Triple.
speaking to women like that, then you need
Right.
to
I know,
mature.
but I
You
mean,
Yeah.
need
but
you need
I
to
mean,
Triple.
mature.
Okay. Let
nah,
me make a point where
you fuck with
really
you fuck
clear.
with me.
Triple.
Yeah.
Triple. You've been on this channel before, and a year ago, a lot of the women that are on the
I
channel right
mean,
now.
but the thing about it
Wait,
is,
wait, wait.
the
No,
Let
triple.
women that
DJ talk.
no,
Let DJ talk.
nah,
He's saying
Wait,
something.
triple. Okay. What I'm saying is this: is that you had the same problem a year ago. Okay, where
it's
for
not
whatever
a
the reason.
problem. It's
Wait,
not a
let me
problem.
finish. Let me finish, and I'll let
Let
you
him
speak.
finish.
Okay. There were. I mean, you were basically, i.e., turning off women a year ago. Okay. So the thing is that obviously that you've gotten a pattern of behavior that is not conducive to interaction with women. Don't you want to fix that first before criticizing others? I mean, don't you want to be a little bit more appreciated, a little more respected? But for you to do that, don't you think you need to be behaving in a respectful and appreciable way?
You're internalizing a lot of shit. A
I'm
lot of
what?
I mean,
You
you're
got
internalizing.
itty bitty.
Now you're
Don't save him. He don't wanna be saved. Don't save him.
I
He
know,
don't
but
wanna
the
be
thing.
saved. Don't save him.
I
He
mean,
don't
DJ
wanna be
Malaya, be
saved.
quiet.
Don't
I mean,
save him.
Okay.
damn.
He don't wanna
Malaya,
be saved.
Yo, can you just
Whew.
let me
man.
talk?
Yes,
Can you let me
Kitty,
talk?
the spirits
Can you
running
let me
deep in
talk?
that one, y'all.
Hey, can you let me talk? I mean, but the thing about it is, DJ George is like the perfect sim for y'all
Okay.
to run
Wait a
game
minute.
on.
Wait a minute.
No, you're
Wait, let me
perfect.
pause you for a second. You're calling me a simp, but you're a simp to alcohol. That doesn't make sense, sir.
bars,
No, I mean you're
He
a
is
perfect.
simp in denial.
bars.
He is simp in
No, you're.
denial. He live
I
in
mean,
denial. He in the sunken place. This that sunken place I be telling y'all about. Listen at it roll off. Listen at it, y'all. This is an example right here.
But check this out. If I had you,
Same problem from a whole year ago. Listen at the slurs. Who won't respect the slurring man? Come on, man. This is a one-on-one example right here. I wouldn't be surprised if we was in the news somewhere a year from now. We'd be like, see, he was on the show. He was on the show. Listen at this. This is the debacle right here. We got a debacle on the show tonight. This is real. This is interesting, y'all. Real interesting.
Okay,
It
I think
really
I
is.
think I can go ahead.
Why'd you let me talk?
Oh man, yeah. Let me. Look, man. Listen, y'all gonna whoever let this dominate her, man, as a woman. Man, I'm gonna pray for y'all. Okay, I'm gonna put myself on mute. Y'all enjoy this. I'm
Okay, we're almost done here anyway. Okay, let's get some comments before I wrap it up. Let's start.
That's supposed to be wet. You already know what it is, man. God, damn.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put you on mute. Okay, you got okay. Deontay hasn't talked for a while, so let's let him speak for a minute.
Yeah, DJ, I just want to say, what was his name? Triple Black. I came on here, I can't remember when it was, sometime last year. The first time I ever came on your show, DJ, I got shut down. Matter of fact, the first two times. And I never disrespected anybody. I just saw that when some of the ladies on here disagree with you, they'll go hard. And you got to come with respect. And coming on here lit like that, you want your mental acuity to be pretty high when you're dealing with certain people. You know, you trying to prove to a black woman that black men are worth more than they seeing, and you coming on here drunk as hell, my guy. You know, so that's whatever. But anyway, I don't really have too much more to say. DJ, I actually have to go. But thanks for letting me on the show, man.
Thank you, Deontay.
All right.
By the way, bars.
I mean, but the thing about it is, I mean, damn, they fucked with me. Yeah.
I think
That's
really,
crazy.
I think Triple, and I'm gonna keep it real, and I keep 100 with you. I think you really need to get a handle on that addiction. If hopefully that's the only one you have. You can call me a simp all you want.
Nah, I mean, you 100 on that. But anyways, but I do think like those bras do fuck with me.
What did
Did you call your mama abroad? All the
Good
times
point.
do you use for women? Do you
No.
talk that way to your mother?
I mean, it be, with the conversation,
Do
shit
you?
like that. I know.
Do you?
You fuck with me. You fuck with me.
Boy,
Damn.
let me tell you something. I would run rings around you. I would outgrind you on any day. Check my resume.
Really?
You a young man playing in a grown woman's world. I will eat you alive on any day.
Yeah, nah, you wouldn't. I mean, you're 43, man. Come on, man.
You 43 and
Stop
I'm about to be
playing.
50. I got years and years of wisdom, street knowledge, Bible knowledge. Check the resume, boo. You don't know
Nah,
who you're
hell
talking
no.
to.
I mean,
You
I
need
got
to
a
get a
master.
hold
I
of
got
your
2 master's
addiction.
degrees.
You need to learn how to speak when you get on a panel. You need to learn if you have to write bullet points down, baby, write them down to get your point
Yes.
across. Because you sloppy
Nah, I
all over the
mean,
place.
nah,
You're
yeah,
sloppy.
no.
You're
Nah,
sloppy.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
don't play
Triple.
with me. Don't
Triple.
play with me. No,
I'm
100.
serious.
You already
I'm
know.
serious.
I
You
mean,
got to get a hold of
you
that.
already know. You already know. You already know. You already know what it is, man.
No,
I
I
mean,
mean, what's okay? So let me ask you this, and what's making you drink so much?
I'm going through it. Yeah,
Okay,
going
what are
through
you going through?
it. Real life shit. Yeah,
But everybody goes through it.
yeah. I mean,
So
again, I mean,
but
you said no. Hold up. Keyword.
Triple. Let me ask you
You
this:
just said no.
you've been drinking for at least a year.
No. You just said everybody goes through it. So why? I'm exempt from that. Answer that question.
Okay, why are you exempt from that? Why are you
Yeah,
exempt?
yeah.
Why are you exempt? Because it sounds like to me that you really,
No,
really,
no, no.
really need to
Answer the question.
somebody suggested rehab. You really need to do that. I don't think Mel is
Real.
roasting you. I think she truly means that.
Nah, hell no. I mean, she fuck with me 100. She already know what it is, man.
No, I
You
think
don't
she's
know
right.
that.
I think she's 100. I think that's bars right
Nah,
there.
hell
That I
nah.
think you
She
really
already
need to
know.
get some help.
She know what 100. She know what 100. You know, she fuck with
Okay,
me
he's gone.
100.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think he's gone. I'm gonna mute him. This was a great show. I mean, I think it was a great show. If everybody enjoyed the show, please leave comments in the comment section if you liked it. I think we'll do this was cool. I appreciate Lakeisha. I appreciate Indiana Mom, Why Seeking Knowledge, Deontay, everybody for coming up. This was cool.
Yeah. You know what? I'm sorry that I kind of got out of pocket. I thought he was actually ready for battle. He seemed like he was more inebriated than anything.
Oh,
And that's kind of, yeah, he wasn't ready for
plastered.
battle at all.
He was I don't think he'll even remember this conversation when
He was plastered. No, I'm gonna say this: out of the drunk mind speaks a sober tongue. So he's saying exactly what he means. He probably, when he's sober, probably can't even say that. So he gets inebriated so that he can say these kind of things. But you got to get right with your spirit. You came from a woman. You can't be walking around calling women broads and all of this stuff. I don't know. Just the disrespect. He don't know what any of us does. And
yeah, let me make it clear. Let me make it clear. I'm not trying to roast the guy for being toasted, but this young man, he has been on my show before and he was plastered then. I mean, he's been plastered literally every time he comes on the show. And so the concern I have is like, how can you come on a show and he admitted it, he's going through it, which we understand, right? But he's handling the going through it the wrong way. Because
he had a reason why he had a past, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, I got a pass. I get a pass to do these things. He never articulated it to you, but he felt like he had a pass.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, and that's the problem with a lot of us men in our community is that we want to give ourselves a pass and then we continue to give ourselves a pass. I mean,
and for everything.
Yeah, for everything.
Yeah, I just wasn't rocking with the single mothers thing. Like, women didn't leave the relationship. They didn't leave themselves. They with the kids. They making do with what they have to, whatever they have to do. They didn't even go and take the kids to social services or their family and say, I can't deal with these kids. This man done left me. I'm finna go have me a new life. They took care of those kids. So that's how we became single mothers. So to be like all the responsibility on the man. If the woman left the relationship, I can say yes, okay, maybe something happened. The responsibility would still be on her, but that would be, excuse me, like sort of isolated incidents. It's more men leaving their families, their homes, or the women they procreated with, making these women single mothers than it is women doing that and making men single fathers.
Well, this is part of their wellness mantra. I mean, it is pretty, this is pretty necessary for them. I mean, if you look at the imagery of the statistics of our communities, of our image as Black people, all their incarcerations, all their literacy rates, all this, okay. So at this point, we at crisis levels for Black men. So one of the things I think that they deem is very necessary is, I mean, if you look at the ranking in the world, I mean, if you look at Black people, they're going to realize The only thing they got under them and what they want to project under them is black women. So for
Right.
them, they have to dog whistle this stuff out. Like, you look, I'm not at the bottom. It's somebody under me, and it's this black woman. Yeah. So they have to always bark this out that she's beneath me. So this is them like feeding this to themselves. So it doesn't make a difference how they get there. They're very insistent on barking this that this woman, somebody is under my foot, under my pinky toe, something under there, you know. So with all this desperation, this is what we hear out of them. It doesn't necessarily have to be true. You don't know what's the truth if you just hear two people telling a story, unless you do some investigative work, which they don't understand that white people do because they look at statistics and they see this thing. And okay, they don't understand that. They figure if they just bark loud enough, which is another thing that's primitive, that people are going to believe them on this. Okay, so it's like a fight for their life right now that they get this. That's why they're on podcasts and stuff every day saying, and it helps them kind of turn away from all the dysfunction. They have been running away from responsibility and accountability. Look, for generations, they just turn away. I don't know what in our experience and, has really turned them to the point where they really don't confront issues and responsibilities like they're supposed to. I don't know what about the PTSD on our souls or whatever that has it, because black women we cry and we just keep going on, okay? We like the Terminator at the end with that one red eye. We gonna keep on crawling, okay? That's what we do, okay? For them, they have not been able to, you know what I mean? I don't know what happened with theirs. I'm quite sure there's a psychologist somewhere who can give that an ample breakdown and say why they have not bounced back and they refuse to bounce back to the point where they are throwing us under a bus still at a point of dysfunction where generally they, at 8th grade reading, and that's kind of where they stop generally, and very few of them get past 12th grade reading. And then all this, and for them to be so in denial about this, this is a huge production here of what's going on with our men and how they need to unpack. And to not be able to have successful dialogue with them, for them to really be so deep down in it that you can't reason, this is not good.
Yeah, Phoenix Soul says, I think we need to stop expecting them to attempt to reach standards that were never meant for them to achieve. Bars. I want to read one more. Metal Heart says, if he's going through it, it sounds like he's defeated and gave up a long time ago. And that's the vibe I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know the solution, but I wish we did. Maybe if we keep working it back and forth, you know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know, at least those close to us or those within our earshot, maybe we inspire somebody to think or influence, someone or something positively somewhere.
If we just touch one, then they'll touch somebody else. Sometimes we try to, do it cohesively, but we just got to break that elephant down and eat it bit by bit. Because them as a whole, they are imploding. So we really don't have to do anything to them anyway. But we just trying to make sure that we as women, especially black women, are not getting taken out because they're feeding each other this garbage. And they just want us gone, and they don't even know why they want us gone. They just want us gone.
And this Agenda 25 mess is going to be bad. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No matter how messed up a relationship a man may have with his mother, at the end of the day, when she ascends, what happens one day? He may be mad as heck at her. And then when I want my mama. So if you eradicate every woman on this planet, or every woman that you think you got a problem with, and the other dudes do the same, when that moment comes where you say, I want my mama, what's going to happen? There ain't going to be no men. Ain't going to be no women. It's just going to be y'all men. Mama's not going to be there.
Ours.
Yeah. And when they go through and start they already cut out the affirmative action. When Trump gets in office, they think they're going to bring this patriarchy back where it's going to force us to submit to them. And they voting against, they're going to take everything back out. Because have y'all looked at that Agenda 25 for when Trump get in? They're going to force religion back in the schools. They said women shouldn't open their legs unless they married. And they got all these guidelines. Have y'all taken a look at this stuff? So them thinking they gonna get power because they're not trying to get power by actually being a real man or actually, coming to a point where they treat a woman decently. They still want to cheat the whole line to the point where they'll throw out all the advances made in civil rights. And that's how lazy they are. They just gonna try to ride in on the white man's coattail. Okay? And then claim the throne back over this woman. I mean, how sick is that? But they are willing to wipe us out. And they're getting ready to take Social Security. Ain't none of them, they can't even take care of their own family. You think they're going to take care of their mothers and fathers? White people going to have a problem too, and they're going to realize what they did later. But for black men who ain't even take care of their own children, they about to let this whole thing go awry on their egos and this patriarchy stuff. It's going to get wild around here. And for us not, at least they have their men for the most part. Ain't none of them 100% at all either. Their statistics are looking pretty good, bad too in some corners, but never not on the levels as us. We take the roof off this whole thing. And for them not to get it when we are really at the cusp of some really horrible things, and for them to still be in the sunken place. They need to be up and at 'em and outside and, gearing up and things like this. And for them to be in such, now this stuff is so disappointing. And for them to be yelling and barking that it's all our fault. And they the men. I mean, if you're a man around, I hear no other male group say that anything is messed up, anything about anything that goes on with them because of a woman. Nope. None of them. Black men are the only ones who need woman. I heard no men. If it's an opiate drug problem, they don't be in their neighborhood and windows get back. You don't never say if it was these women, single mother women. Never have I ever heard one other racial group put everything on a woman's back ever. Have
That's
y'all?
true.
Somebody tell me.
So true.
No,
That is true.
I've never heard of it. Never seen it.
I don't hear any other race of men going, oh yeah, single mothers at all. No, I actually don't.
Mm-mm. Or just women that fault for anything.
Nope, never.
In their communities or anything that's wrong, any bad statistic and anything. I don't see it.
Yes.
Because they talk about these single mothers. They always skip how they're responsible for it.
That's the point I was making. Like, how we didn't get ourselves pregnant.
They always leave that part out. They always leave that part out.
And we didn't leave ourselves. So how did we become single mothers?
They love skipping them. I hear many people who moderate shows, they always bring that part up and they skip right over and keep talking. They act like they don't hear it. And they keep right on talking. Have y'all noticed that? There's never a adequate response to that point every time it's made. I've never heard them really give it a qualified answer, ever. That's your fault. That's your fault anyway.
What they're doing is waiting for women to fix the issue. What's happening is that women have been trying for many, many generations to raise our sons to the best of our ability, but it's correct. We cannot teach them how to be a man. It's impossible. And there are sweet little boys until they hit around 10 or 12. And then they start getting all of their influence from males outside of the home. And they start listening to them. And all of those guys are 15, 20, 25. So they're listening to them at 10 or 12 years old. And one of the first things is, your mama don't know what she's talking about. Don't listen to her.
Yep.
And it starts there. And they think that the women are going to be able to fix that, when in reality, what should happen is that the younger guys should just stop listening to these older guys and do what's right, do what they know is right, stick around, marry their girlfriend, and raise their sons, and that cycle will stop, because that next generation will have better role models.
Right.
It sounds easy, but I can kind of understand. It's like a peer group and peer pressure. And
Oh,
especially, I mean, I
absolutely.
think it's a little bit harder when you're raised by a woman and you don't have a defined role model around you to mirror anything off of. And I think that's why a lot of the problems come in the hood, because the male is always gone. He doesn't see dad getting up kissing, all right, baby, I'm going to work, this and that. They don't see how things get tough in the house and dad just stay in that room. They don't know the dynamics of relations between men and women. So they don't know any of that kind of thing. So they elbow bumping at the corner store talking about, man, yeah, I ain't even come home and be better not tell me that. Okay, so that's where they're learning manhood from. And it's very toxic. That's a toxic masculinity. So then they seek to be a man in those circles. Okay? And that's all they know. You don't sound slick. I mean, if he said, yeah, I just went home, and I said, you don't go nowhere, dog? Oh, he a pump. He a fat. Okay. So then that's where they're learning it from. And they learn that very toxic masculinity there. And they don't want to be seen as weak. Look at Russell Wilson with all that money. He's become a name now for doing the right thing. Any man that do the right thing, be a man, don't cheat. They actually, since they can't achieve it and they're too lazy and they don't value integrity or virtue or anything like that, any man who does, they actually spin it around and call him the opposite of what he should be.
They're intimidated by him because they can't never measure up to what he is. They'll never measure up to what he is.
So then they insult, you know what I mean? Instead, they insult and call him what they should be called. And that is so backward. They good at the manipulation now of each other, and they really cause a detriment to each other. What they're doing with all these you hit the wall at 30, you washed up, and all these insults on no chick with no weave, what they doing is like putting the dating pool so far down. They cause these men to not be able to date anyone. Really, you slicing your possibilities down to zero. All your body count, you can't have no more than 3 people. What they doing is making it where you ain't gonna want to date anyone yourself. They're manipulating their minds. After a while, like I said, they're gonna be raping a lot more and all this kind of stuff because they won't be able to date those type of women in front of their guys because they done openly talked about this type of woman with each other.
Yep.
Then they'll look like a fool in front of these guys.
They're the only guys. They're the only guys that They're the only guys that care about weave and eyelashes and how we do our makeup, and they're the only ones, because I've been married for 30 years next week. My husband doesn't, he has no clue of all that stuff. He's into motorcycles, gardening, and tools. He doesn't care about the makeup and the hair and he doesn't care about that stuff. And like if I want to go get my braids done, or if I want to go and shop for makeup, and I try to explain, oh, I need new this, and he's like, babe, here, just put it on the card. I don't need to know, just put it on the card, whatever. Every other guy is like that. It's only our group of men that seem to be obsessed with that, and there's a small percentage that have moved beyond that, and they're trying to educate the masses like DJ. The problem is there's not enough of them.
I was speaking to someone about that the other day, because there are good men out here, small pockets of them, but because they are vastly outnumbered. Okay, and like I said, they are win against so hard. You can't even talk on it. Well, look, guys, that's probably not like that, and we should treat it. Man, they come. Oh, you suck your punk. They come so hard because it's so important for them to sell that argument that they at least have one group of people under their foot. They're like at the bottom of the whole man, everything. So like, no, I'm not at the bottom. I got something under my big toe. Like, right, it's the black woman. See, I'm not at the bottom of the whole world. It's her. Look, So they don't want to hear that. When that comes from another man, they don't want to hear that they're at fault for anything. They just want him to shut up. So they're not going to listen.
is that he wouldn't be at the bottom of the totem pole if he would stop rejecting. I'm trying to say it right. If he would be with the black woman like he's supposed to, he would be at the top of the totem pole. He's choosing
at least at the minority.
bottom.
Exactly.
No, I say top.
Mhm.
What we as black women do, and what I know a black man can do, because my bonus dad is a black man, and that man works hard for his family to this day.
Exactly.
My dad is almost 80 and still crawling under houses for his family. So, and I'm not even his blood daughter, and I'm talking about this man like this. So I know a hardworking good man when I see one, when I know one. I also know a worthless man because my bio dad was one. So I know two sides of the spectrum. But what I do know, a black woman and a black man can move mountains and shake this whole entire planet. And a group of black men and women in love can do damage. But the black man, these black men, not all black men, not the good black men, but these black men that refuse to put down the ego and do some self-discovery, because it's all about you. What happened to you? It ain't got nothing to do with us as black women. It ain't got nothing to do with us as women. It ain't got nothing to do with their homeboys and nothing. What happened to you? Let's start there. Then we unpack who influenced you. Then when they all start talking about who influenced you, then we can start connecting there, the dots there. But you got to start with self first. And I'm not your doctor, I'm not your lawyer, I'm damn sure not your maid. So I'm not your bed wench. I'm none of that. I'm a boss. I'm a boss. My sons are bosses. And they take care of their women. I have a son whose girlfriend in Philippines. He takes care of his woman. All the way out there. My other son lived down the street and he got a whole family. They are 28 and 24. If I can raise as a single mother black men like that, then other black men should be able to step up to the game. That's why I'm single. Because you ain't finna do what you done did to me for all this time when I was confused and trying to figure it out. No. I'm gonna live out the rest of my life in peace, baby. Building my empire with me, God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. I'm done. I choose the bear any day.
All right. Well, I think we did great tonight. We got another show tomorrow. So definitely check us out. Also, definitely check out Sugar Love's channel. If you can put Sugar Love's link in the chat, pretty much be appreciated.
All right.
This was a great.
Thank you for having me. As always, it was a pleasure.
Yeah, this was.
Yes, this was lovely. I really appreciate it. Thanks all, and DJ.
All right, I think I'll hit the beat. I think I'm gonna switch it up this time and play some of my own stuff this time. So let's see here. Here we go. Oh, okay. All I got to do is turn it up. All right, everybody. Shout out now. Tony Sweat, Jackie Gaines, Phoenix Cole, Bridget Newtown, Mel, Indiana Mom, It's RV, Kittens and Baskets, Soul, Metal Heart, Loretic, oh, of course, Triple X, Deontay, we can't forget Deontay. Darling, Jay, thank you so much. Great commentary. Great commentary. Phoenix Cole, thank you for the $5 super chat. Moss, thanks for stopping by. Miraculous. Frayla. Rena West. Drizzle, good seeing you. I'd like to thank everybody for coming through. Tomorrow we have a true crime story. Check it out. I'll send a link. Thank you, everyone. This is DJ Torch, and I'm out of here.